And we're live, we're recording, and I've got notes. Let me find my notes. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Krieg Dominion.
Welcome.
Nope, we're not doing that anymore. Keep up with the times, man.
I
Times
just
they
did do
be
it.
evolving.
We clearly are doing it because I just did.
You are regressing, sir. That's all I have to say. I am Omar Krieg, your Lord and Commander of the Krieg Dominion, and your host for this wonderful Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader tabletop role-playing game experience. This is Tithes of Acheron, and this is episode 3 of Segmentum 3rd, the Orks of Videmar. And with me, of course, are my wonderful Grimdark players, Alterios, Warner, Darius, and Rev. I'm sorry, I throw a lot of shade on Rev. I just felt like that was really pertinent right there. Let's take a moment, check in with everybody, see what's new and exciting for them over the last few weeks. It's been a couple weeks since we got together last. I don't remember what happened the week before last. Last week, somebody's wife just had to have a birthday. God forbid people get older. I don't understand it. If I was almost going to make a Trace in the Infinite joke there, but I don't know enough about Trace to make a joke, so anyway. Yeah, so
things.
Last week it was a wife that had a birthday. The week before, I don't remember what it was. Or maybe it was Origins. I honestly don't remember at this point. Nonetheless, Rev, what is new and exciting for you over the last few weeks?
Well, my girlfriend is in town, of which I am very excited.
I bet.
I am currently preparing, as I said, some fried donuts and skirt steak. And
sorry.
And sometime this week, I am taking her by her request to. Is anybody familiar with like the Body Works?
I am not.
It's a bit macabre for my taste, but it can be educational. It's where they've taken a bunch of people and plasticized parts of them, and then have them on display.
Interesting.
So like,
well, then.
So for example, like they'll have they've got like an entire nervous system that's been plasticized, I believe.
Context, it's used for anatomy purposes.
Yes.
Gotcha. That part's super helpful to know because, well, no, because like in my head, I'm picturing this plastic model of the nervous system, but I don't know what more to think about now because there's the anatomical aspect thrown into the mix. Now I'm like, oh, that actually makes a lot more sense because then I remember that isn't Kite an artist or an artist in the process or something along those lines?
She does enjoy art, but she is primarily a doctoral student.
Yes. That makes even more sense. So, okay, all right. Listen, I'm gonna throw
a doctoral student who's given me a wedgie.
Did not need to know all of that, nor did I need mental police right now.
Just happening, like
yeah, it definitely sounded live.
Very urgent.
I'm gonna mention the C8 nerve, which is not a single nerve, as I understand it. It is a grouping of nerves that run up and down the arm. And I only mention that one because those are the nerves that are getting tweaked in my neck and causing my whole left arm to go numb randomly and continuously all throughout the day, every day. It's really super annoying. I had to say that very cleanly because we're only a few minutes into this recording. Nonetheless.
Hey, want to trade?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Sure?
Yeah. Listen, because here's the difference.
Here's the all over all day.
Yeah. Because here's the difference. It goes numb. I get pins and needles of varying degrees of intensity, and that's it. I have still full motion. It doesn't really hurt per se. It's just super uncomfortable. I don't want pain. I'm good. I'm sorry that you have to go through that. But also, it's your turn. What's new and exciting for you, Darius?
Well, there was Origins.
Yes.
Where I, instead of doing the normal Battletech grinder that I normally do, I went and ran the RPG room for Battletech, A Time of War.
Nice.
So we're trying to get some more impetus into the RPG scene for Battletech.
Well, that's good. It's actually ironic in a way, or coincidental, more accurately, because I've been considering. For those that know that have been around my channel, community, whatever, for a while, I have been wanting to do the Total Chaos campaign book, which is, of course, set during when the Word of Blake and everybody else went into a bit of a tussle with each other for about 10 or 15 years of the Battletech timeline. And I was thinking over the last couple of days of how I could make that more of an RPG campaign without using either a Time of War or Destiny. Now, both of those systems have their merits. Unfortunately, neither of them are very fond in my head because, again, neither of them are necessarily bad systems. I'm just not a big fan of them because, for one, a Time of War is super, super crunchy, and Destiny is super, super not. Which sounds silly the way I'm explaining it, but it has problems that I don't
No, that's
like.
accurate.
But I need a little bit of crunch, but not a lot of crunch, and I don't want soggy. And I feel like choosing one or the other, I get either end of that extreme, and it's just not workable for me.
What is your stance on the
Yeah.
old Total War rules?
Total War is the BattleTech side of the game, as I understand it.
Yeah.
So
Total Warfare.
Yeah, Total Warfare, yes. So my intent with this particular campaign, if and whenever I get around to actually doing it, is that everything that happens in a mission is the Total Warfare side of it, and anything happening basically out of the cockpit, the RPG rules have to take over.
Okay.
So, because I mean, and obviously, like, it kind of has to be that way. It was because I know I'm gonna screw this up every time. A Time of War allows for the full gambit of RPG in and out of cockpit. And there's a way to convert your RPG character into a Total Warfare pilot, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
I want something that I'm very familiar with the Total Warfare set of rules, and I want to write up a pretty simplified, but not like super squishy, super simplified like Destiny is. I don't know. I've got ideas based on my experiences with RPGs that may or may not work for the table. It may work for my table, but not for other people's tables, or in general. Certainly, I'm not trying to make money off this property and selling it, because that would just be insane.
Out of curiosity,
Yes.
since you're planning on running the combat through the actual BattleTech rules,
Uh-huh.
would that not provide plenty of crunch to make Destiny perhaps slightly more palatable for the out-of-mech experience?
Maybe. To be honest, I haven't looked at it that hard, insofar as Destiny is concerned.
Mhm.
I
don't like Destiny.
I'm not a big fan of Destiny, just because one of my biggest pet peeves.
I've not played it.
One of my biggest. I've never played it. I've seen. So if you ever watch AP Gaming Reels, A Time of Total War, where he basically takes the two sides of that coin and merges it into a single campaign and a streamed show. In one of the later seasons, I think that's like season 4, they switch from a Time of War RPG to Destiny using those rules, and it's a little clunky, but also one of the things I really don't like is that you earn experience points through the course of play, but you also have to spend experience points to gain salvage, for instance, or to repair your mechs. And I just feel like that's a little bit, honestly, it's a bit backhanded to me. That you're
Based on your description of the campaign setting, I shared a little meme for you, both in the chat here in the Zoom and in the Memes and Bad Jokes Discord.
I don't know. Is this going to show up on stream? It probably will. That's okay. Let me see. What does it say? It shows there. Word of Blake. Not even once. I really like the Total Chaos series mission pack, whatever you want to call it. I really like it as a tabletop for battle, or as a BattleTech campaign. My curiosity, like my intent, is run that. If we can do an RPG light sort of thing for it, cool. If we can't, then I still want to play the series of missions throughout as a campaign. I'll jump to that bridge and figure it out one day. We're getting a bit off track, and we're not here to talk about BattleTech as extensively as we are.
The Wobblies can die in a fire, preferably one that I set.
Well, with this campaign pack, you can do that.
Yeah.
In fact, that's actually highly, highly recommended and encouraged. I mean, you have to it takes a couple of years to get there in campaign time, but, eventually you'll get there. Alterios, we have wandered far astray. Can you bring us back? What's new and exciting for you, my friend? It's been a couple of weeks. You've been doing some college stuff, but it's also summertime now. So what's the word, my friend?
Well, I have summer class, so it's never over. It's just
It
never
never
over.
ends. It never ends.
Me and my friends have, well, some friends have convinced me to get the game called Peak.
Okay.
It's a cooperative climbing game that you may or may not actually cooperate with each other in.
Ah.
So, is it more fun to not cooperate? Is it more fun to cooperate?
Yes.
I like how the answer is yes. Those are the best cooperative games.
It's fun all the way around.
What's it called?
Peak, as in the peak of a mountain.
Okay.
And is this a video game or is this like a?
It's a video game.
Okay,
It's like
It's a video game with cartoonish characters.
I was actually gonna say Kite might actually like playing it because I know she likes playing cooperative games.
Yeah, there's some games like that she likes playing, but I would get tired of her pushing me down the mountain.
I mean,
we wouldn't get tired of pushing you down the mountain.
It's just what you gotta deal with.
Just so you know, Rev, we would never get tired of that. Anyway, sorry. Please continue, Alterios.
Between that and school, not much.
Warner, now, of everybody at this table, virtual though it may be, you are the only one with a wife, so I am going to throw you out there as the one that caused last week's. I'm totally joking. I am glad to hear that your wife is doing well, and that this was a great weekend for her. You don't have to speak about that if you don't want to, of course, but what is new and exciting for you? What is going on in the world of Warner? Take me to the hill.
What is going on? Well, I am in the middle of a very busy season of life.
Your life comes in seasons. That's cute.
Yes.
Sorry.
My wife's birthday was the 26th of June. And the beginning of the new fiscal year where I work, and since I work in project management and Scrum Mastery, the new fiscal year does matter to me. Begins in July for us, and then obviously there's Independence Day, and then my anniversary is on the 11th of July. So
okay,
it's pretty nonstop.
Yeah, it seems like this is a pretty busy time for you. Why, if you don't know or if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine, but why does your company choose to begin their calendar in July when most of the rest of the business world, I believe, uses October and the entire world uses January?
I am not entirely certain what set of circumstances led them to choose July. Okay. I just know that they did, and I know that when I used to work in accounting, that meant that August was very, very busy for us because we would do the third-party audit.
Okay.
And have the auditors in August to look at everything that wrapped up from the previous fiscal year.
I mean, I'm sure someone somewhere like this makes sense, right? Because usually these sorts of things don't happen without it making sense to somebody at some point in time and space. That said,
maybe they were trying to coincide with Christmas in July.
A nonsensical notion if ever I heard one. And I've heard plenty in my life.
Yes, quite so.
Mind you, 90% of what I'm saying right now is sarcasm or meant for humor at some point or degree. At the end of the day, you know what? You're right, though. The way you phrased it is like, this is what we do. And I don't have answers, but this is what we do. Listen, I was in the Army for 21 years. I know full well what that means. It basically can be summarized as, bitch, do what you're told. I know how it works. I get
It
it.
means I draw a paycheck, and
Yep.
I will continue to draw a paycheck
Yep.
as long as I do what I need to do.
Exactly. All right, well, let's see. What's new and exciting for me? I am excited because tomorrow I get to finally meet with a specialist in regards to the previously mentioned numb arm situation I've got. I have a neurology appointment tomorrow morning that I'm going to go to, and I hope they're going to give me word. I hope they're going to use words I want to hear. Like, honestly, as most medical professionals will tell you, that anytime you open up the human body for anything, the risk for whatever you're doing goes up significantly. I totally understand that. I just don't think there's much else in the way of options for resolving my situation. So yes, please use words like, we're going to cut you open and we're going to fiddle around in there and make things better, because that's what I want to hear. That's just the way I feel right now. Will I get those words? Probably not.
How about the words physical therapy?
Physical therapy feels great for every other part of my body except for the part that where my nerve is not being like the problem is, and keep in mind, first let me preface this with, I am not at all in any way, shape, form, stretch of imagination or verbal fucking discourse. I am not a medical professional in any way, shape, or form. I am much more apt to break something than I am to heal something. The way I understand it, you have your bone, your spinal column, basically is this, right? And this is a single vertebrae, and there's a vertebrae above, a vertebrae below, and there's some shit on the sides that kind of interlink them. It's kind of sort of like a bike chain in some ways. Winding down the middle of it is, of course, your spinal column, your spine, the spinal nerve, the brain, half of your brain body. That was a really bad choice of words, but you get the idea. Now, in between those bones, because as we all know, bone on bone is very fucking bad. In between there is a bunch of cushioning shit, and of course, all the other things that have to be there to make your spinal column a spinal column, including things like allowing for nerves to come off the spine and filter out to the rest of the body. I have a vertebrae that instead of looking like this is actually, I was explaining this to my 11-year-old the other day. This is the best way I can explain it. Take ye old cheeseburger with all the shit on the cheeseburger that you might ever want. The bread, the two pieces of bread are your vertebrae. Everything in between the two pieces of bread is all the shit in between your vertebrae. And when you take a bite, you know how sometimes some of that shit will pop out the other side? That's what's going on in my neck. Is I've got bones that are, instead of being like this, they're like getting all squishy on one side and squirty on the other. That's really horrible language, but you get the idea. So, effectively, what's happening is...
Isn't that what they call a slip disc?
Effectively, yes, but it's not to my understanding of it's not to the degree of an actual quote-unquote slipped disc. There's bulging, which is not the same thing. It's, if you think of like a car leaking fluid, it's the drip before the drip drops.
Omar?
Yes.
I'm eating.
Yes.
And in 3 consecutive sentences, you've used squirting, bulging, and dripping.
Good. I hope this meal is memorable.
Fantastic. Best I've ever had. Love the ambience.
10 out of 10 would recommend again. Anyway, my hope is tomorrow when I go meet with the neurology people that they say things like, yeah, surgery looks like our best option to fix your problem. Am I being realistic and hoping for that? Absolutely not. More than likely, they're going to say something stupid. Again, this is my opinion. They're going to say something stupid of physical therapy and pain management. Number one, I don't have pain. I'm comfortable because it's pins and needles, but I have no pain per se. I have more or less full mobility, full use, full sensation. It's just the nerve is being tweaked. The nerve does the nerve things.
As someone who has both been through surgeries and seen surgeries go bad for other people, you want a non-surgical option.
Listen, I totally understand that. I totally get it. And that's why I preface this with, other than the fact I'm not a doctor, I get it. Anytime you open up the human body, the chance of something going wrong increases dramatically. And that could be anything from just a simple infection to the wrong procedure being done, variations of that theme. Totally understandable, and I totally get it. I just need something that's going to be more than just, well, let's just try physical therapy and pain management for a year. No. My arm is numb right fucking now. Right now.
I just muted and explained all this to my medical student girlfriend.
Yes.
Who basically was like, "Oh, I just studied that. He needs a physical therapist."
The reason why I say physical therapy I don't feel like is the answer is because I've had 3 or 4 sessions with him focused on my neck, shoulder, etc. And it has done next to nothing. Except that I've learned why some things help and why other things don't. That said, let's kill some orcs, shall we? Because I'm done. I feel like that's what we're all really here for. So before I do anything else, let me go on the table and throw this bad boy at you. I can remember where it is. Ah, there it is. I remember to do this correctly. Not overwrite. Additive load. See if this works right. Bing!
Bong.
Whoa. That's a lot of red text.
Oh dear, that's not good.
That is a lot of red text.
That is a lot of red text.
That's a problem.
I do appreciate the BattleTech map though.
I like the lava. Yeah.
What came up as red text? What are you guys not seeing? Because on my screen, obviously, everything is exactly where it's supposed to be.
So
Failed to load model. Steam user content. Blah 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 blah.
Is it
blah.
because the
Load
orcs are
image
little
failed.
blobs?
so with these groups of orcs here, what I
Yeah.
see is blank orcs and then a pale white dot right here.
Yes, the knob is a dot, and the boys are blank white.
Are they okay? So this knob guy is just a dot or a cube
Yes,
or something like that.
It's a little
He's a
dot.
sphere.
The other guys are just untextured orc models.
So,
Correct.
Correct.
Okay.
So most of the terrain for me is flat. There are some areas where it's a single line that goes higher over here, and then there's some areas that are just blank.
That's
I'm
Yeah.
seeing
quite unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
going to reload and see if that helps.
It might. It might. I really, really hope it does, in fact, because this is going to significantly change things. If you guys
I'm
can't,
seeing
if you guys can't see what I'm seeing. The orc models is one thing, but the terrain in particular, I need you guys to be able to see that.
Hey,
'cause that's-
Omar,
No.
what was the password? Was it 7S?
Sure.
Okay.
I see
I'm sending you
texture for sure.
I'm sending you a quick screenshot of what I'm looking at, Omar, just so you can have an idea.
Sure. I mean, I don't know how to fix the problem for you guys.
I'm
Unfortunately,
not saying that you do.
No. Yeah. Well, actually, Rev, you seeing that actually is okay.
Load
So
image
you guys
failed,
are
unsupported format unknown.
okay. So you guys are seeing shitty textures for the orcs, but otherwise you see the terrain. You can see
Yeah,
the
you
ground
see
that you're
the
fighting
terrain.
on. That's good.
Well,
That's
I see
good.
you'll notice there's a big empty space between some of those rock levels.
Okay, so there are some empty spaces, like here, for instance. There's nothing there, or here,
Okay.
and then over here.
Just making sure there's supposed to be nothing there.
Yeah. The map is correct. In fact,
Woot.
before we get too much further, let me.
Is there supposed to be better textures than that, or is it supposed to be those grays?
No, that's what it's supposed to be.
Okay, then I'm seeing it about aside from the orcs, I'm seeing about as good as
Yeah,
it's gonna.
and unfortunately with the orcs, the only thing I can think of that would fix that is if you guys downloaded the mod, I guess, for lack of a better word, that I'm using, that I pull those models from.
As I was gonna say, I think this is using the
It's one of the
the
Warhammer
lunar
models,
texture.
or I mean, mods. It's I forget the name of it, and I'd have to go and actually physically look to see what. Actually, no, I can look at it right now. Let me look at my workshop, and let me go through so many pages of the workshop.
It's Games Workshop hasn't found me yet. This one.
Yeah, that's basically yeah. Thanks. By the way, you just said that while we're live broadcasting, so now Games Workshop will probably find it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Well, then don't tell them what it is.
Yeah. gonna keep. Oh, it's right. This right here. Let me see. What are my options here? Nope, that's not it. Okay. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this. Drop. Actually, hold on. Let's see. Ah, yeah, that's what I. Oh, that's not gonna work because I need. Okay. All right, whatever. I need to get into the Discord channel for you guys. I'm sure everybody watching the stream and watching this video on YouTube is going to be like, this is amazing content, guys. This is super awesome.
It is
I'm
just the
subscribing.
best.
I'm subscribing for this forever.
1 out of 5 stars. I'd be helpful.
Right?
You know, there is something entertaining about watching a train wreck.
Jesus Christ. Damn, you just called me a train wreck.
Calls it like he sees it.
I mean, listen, you're not necessarily wrong, but damn, man.
Didn't just have
Warner,
to
why
kill
you
me
gotta
like
be
that.
so cold?
Alright, so that is the name of the mod that I typed, the Warhammer 40K Tabletop Full Army Bags, and then you can see the workshop, what it looks like in your tabletop when you go to do your workshop thingy. So if you look for that in Steam and subscribe to it, you should be able to get it. I don't know if it will fix the problem right away for you here. But,
I'll probably look into it after the session.
Yeah. This may not be the best time to do it. That said, oh, sorry, go ahead.
But as far as like your viewership count and everything, I think I know how to fix it. If we just get some voice changers and some VTube models, I have a plan.
No.
You realize that all costs money. That I don't know about the rest of you, but I know I don't have that kind of money.
I'm not paying for that.
And Alterius is like, no, fuck you. I might even if he has money, he's not doing it.
Alterius, you could be a voluptuous fox girl.
No, I feel like there's plenty of those already.
How about you go sodomize yourself?
Wow. Okay.
Can they make? Never mind.
What do
I
you
thought
want to?
things
Is that
were
funny?
funny, and then I remembered some of the rules of the internet, and I
think
thought,
we just found the model that Warner
no,
wants.
we're not gonna do that.
Warner wants the model that has the orc sodomizing itself.
No.
Okay, Reinhardt does. I'm gonna stop before I get my ass in trouble. Okay, so let's start with this. First off,
Twitch police, open up.
Right? All right, let's see. We've got Warner over here. I'm gonna put you guys on the board near your entrance to the caves. That's Icarus. And where is Jace? Jace is over here. Give me that. Okay. Who else do we have in the party besides your troopers that you're gonna call down with you?
Do we bother bringing Winter?
I mean, listen. Who else? Again, who else are you guys bringing down here? Oh, I didn't want that.
That's what I was asking everyone else.
I would assuming I'm assuming the navigator doesn't really want much to do with an orc fight.
I mean, your navigator wouldn't mind being in a fight, but also understands that she is pretty damn important to the rest of the crew of the ship. So, she will cry quietly in her quarters, recovering from the journeys and the warp, wishing that she could be down on the planet, eye-gazing into the searing... Yeah, you get the idea. Who else are we bringing? Is Jeff the chef coming down for this party?
I think
if I remember correctly, Jeff has problems with caves, so
he does have some claustrophobia problems, but he can be convinced to do things. It's up to you. Oops, not character sheets.
My idea in the long
like
run.
A portobello does orc taste?
I mean, if you want to listen, he's an Ogren. He's obviously food motivated. So if you tell him that this is a cave full of potential mushroom soup and other mushroomy things, he might be interested in going, despite it being a cave.
So this is a cave? Okay.
Yes, these are caves.
I would not force Jeff the chef if I know that we're going into caves.
Yeah, you would. You would know. Based on like flyover and target, like previous conversations, that you know that this particular site that you're going to is effectively an underground settlement.
Okay. Yeah, wouldn't bring Jeff.
Okay.
Do I need to do a perception check to see if the navigator is like
sneaking around? Sorry, go ahead.
No, is it like the basically she's Sundari for combat. No, I don't want to come. I'm fine.
No, I think you guys would have had a conversation at some point, and it's up to you if you want to bring her. If you tell her no, she's gonna sulk in her quarters, but you'll never know that she's sulking in her quarters.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When I perceived that she wasn't happy with being told to stay behind.
She knows better than to give you that look. But keep in mind. I'm being a little bit facetious here, but also like she knows she's the navigator. She's also very fucking important for the operation of that ship. So if she's told not to go, she's just gonna be like, okay, you said not to go, I'm not going, and that's the end of the story as far as she's concerned.
Okay.
Now behind closed doors, where she's allowed to be herself, she's gonna cry with all three of her eyeballs.
What do warp tears look like?
You don't want to know.
Eyeball?
They're small little demons that spoil milk.
They're little small demons
thought-
that disappear. As
I
soon as they
thought
hit
her
something.
eyeballs were gouged out by
No, that's
something.
winter.
That's its winter.
That's winter.
Oh, that's winter. Okay.
The navigator is
That's
a
our
mutant.
astropath.
The navigator is a mutant that has a third eye capable of seeing through the warp.
Oh,
Extinction
okay.
mutant, to be clear. But I'm being picky about my word choices.
Yeah.
I know we're gonna bring what's his name? Where is he? He's right there. Cassian Anders. And he's bringing, well, I mean, I don't know how many of these guys you're bringing.
Well, it depends. I suppose it would depend on what sort of resistance we expected once we got in the cave,
Well,
and how many we're leaving at the mouth of the cave to keep reinforcements out.
so technically or strategically speaking, you know this is where. So if you go back to that other map I have, that if I pull it up right now, it's going to ruin everything I've just did.
Yeah.
But this is, for lack
Could
of
you
a better.
please?
Go ahead.
No, could you please pull it up for me?
I don't want to do that because I got to pull
Don't.
everything back up.
Don't do it. I'm
But-
just messing with you.
Don't
You-
entertain Rev.
That said, you do know that this is, for lack of a better thing to call it, or to use gamer terms, this is where the boss fight is. I forget the specific
we
term.
have solid
The
intelligence
wolves?
that this is the location of the orc war boss.
Correct. That the other settlements that, if you remember from that map, the other settlements were, for lack of a better thing to call it, were orc colonies, or they were originally human facilities that were overrun by the orcs. This is, according to the information that the NPC from last session we had together, I can't remember his name. Oh, Carl von Marek. He was saying that this is most likely the origin point of the orc infestation.
Oh, so it's a shroomy cave.
It's the Mushroom Kingdom. We have to kill Mario.
Basically. Well, in this case, it's Wario, but whatever. I'm splitting hairs at this point. I'm splitting squigs, as it were. No? I don't even get a drum roll for that?
We should
It's
definitely bring some
so
flamethrowers.
We don't have.
Do we?
You guys have, I believe, flashlights, or maybe super mega flashlights.
No, we have heavy stubber squads.
Yeah, that works. Listen, once
So-
the orcs are dead, then you can come through here with cans of napalm or whatever it is you were going to use. You know, promethium for that sake. For that, you know. Now, your intelligence did tell you that there was at least 50 to 100 orcs here. Some of them are likely to have been drawn away based on your distraction efforts. As you recall, I believe it was Orc Nip and other loud, flashy, bangy, zoomy, shooty things. And an orbital strike, I believe it was, to reduce some of those numbers. And even after all of that, it's still expected that you're going to face somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 or 60 orcs based on your intelligence estimates. And,
That doesn't look like 50 or 60 orcs.
well, no, because you can't see all of the orcs that are inside the cave, because you're not in the cave.
But right there, I can see them.
Blah.
That's there for me to copy and paste. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Anyway, so knowing that you're going up against potentially 50 or 60 or more, possibly more, orcs, and I believe you had used at least one shuttle to get your crew down, your team or whatever, plus however many additional flights needed for additional troops at the rate of 10 of your Acheron armsmen per squad. How many squads are you bringing?
I would say at least 2.
Okay.
Probably a third or fourth to guard the door.
Okay.
I would recommend 4, 1 to guard and 3 to go in with.
All right, so Cassian Anders is obviously going to be your overall troop commander.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. What was that? 3, 4, 5.
Warner, what's... sorry, Reinhardt, I would be getting recommendations from my other military expert as well. Do you have any?
All right, so I'm going to organize your Acheron squads as 2 sergeants and what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 armsmen with Anders, and then they help me out. My brain is braining too hard. You get a lieutenant for however many troops, like every 3 or 4 squads or something like that. Normally. That's what I thought. Okay, so let's do. Before I do that, let's do this. So we're gonna name these guys SQD1. Oh my god! Stop it.
So a donut has been glazed and brought to me, and is very yummy.
That's awesome.
Most excellent.
How did I do that? Oh, these are all son of a bitch. Okay, that was
Who
smart.
got a glazed donut?
Rev got a glazed donut.
How did that happen?
He made one.
I fried some donut. Someone made some dough for donuts earlier. Yeah, I'll leave you to guess who.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
And then I fried the donuts a few minutes ago. And now, once they've cooled a little, they have been glazed
Fire
by
team.
someone.
That's one other fire team. C. Switch up. D. This is now going to be squad 2. Oops.
Oh, hey, you can add table space. That's kind of cool.
Oh, I think that was there based on this particular table. And then this one, I'm going to change that to that. Control C.
Oh no, there's a
I
gap.
mean, homemade donuts are always good. Homemade donuts are always good. It's not really comparing them to store-bought.
Oh, it is physical. Oh no.
Perfect. That worked the way I needed it to. Excellent. All right. That's another squad, and then Control C, B.
Is our combat servitor on the table?
No, it isn't. Give me one moment, and I will see about fixing that.
Okay.
Yeah. I may have screwed that up. Fuck. I did. Okay, that's all right. It's easy fix. It's easy fix. This. And Control C. Select all of these.
Very good.
Right click. We're gonna do this. Control A, Control V. Then we're gonna drop the sergeant. And squad 3. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. And Control V. And this guy is gonna be squad 4. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, there's your 4 squads. And your lieutenant is over, where to put him? Right there. And then there's you guys. All right. Are we bringing Winter into the fight? Or is she staying on the ship?
I would think she would need to come with us, especially to mind link to the leaders of whatever squads we're using to guard the door on the way in.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
Coordination.
All right. Now, I need.
To quote a certain Adam Steiner, information
It is
ammunition.
information is ammunition.
God.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
It's Darius. It's
1,
okay.
2, 3,
It's a
4.
propaganda film.
It's a propaganda
I
film.
know.
It is.
I know. They made it an in-universe propaganda film.
Yeah. It's lovely.
I'm well aware.
I think it's one of the best pieces of BattleTech media that exists.
Even better than the animated series.
It is the
That is the
animated
I was
animated
gonna
series.
say
you're
it
talking about.
is the animated series.
Yeah.
You dare refuse my bachal?
Yes.
Use your what?
What else am I forgetting here?
Quick, let's get the green highlighter and put your clan markings on your face.
Get out of here.
What's enhanced imaging?
Okay. All right. So
Dump 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 da dump da dump dump da dum.
that's not gonna work so well.
I have idea.
All right. You guys are currently at the mouth of this cave.
Oh,
here.
okay.
This is where the fun begins. We are currently not in initiative mode or tactical
I have
mode,
an
or what
idea.
have you.
I have an idea.
I am listening. What is your plan?
How about instead of all of us stumbling around in a dark cave, how about I send one of my servo skulls ahead to find the Orks?
Oh,
and
that
back.
reminds me. I need to give you guys some sort of something to represent
Servitor.
your
Servitor.
your combat servitor, because I don't have a model for that. So
Get a servo skull while you're at it.
I can't pull that up from in here. However,
I'm pretty sure the 3D model
If you
maker
could find
thing-
just a regular skull, that'd be fine. Or anything really. Like it wouldn't really be too.
Hey, Althurios, I might be willing to spend $3 or $5 or however much it is to get a see if I can make a model that looks like a combat servitor.
I'll take a hunchback.
I figured you'd like that.
Uh.
I saw the hunchback model in my BattleTech shit. I was like, all right, that actually kind of works. He might be a bit tall. Let me go ahead and fix his scaling a bit.
Scaling looks about right to me.
There you go. There's your combat servitor. I have no stats for this guy, so hopefully you guys have something.
I believe we did.
And then, you wanted something for a servo skull. Let's see.
It's basically the standard combat servitor, except I know we got him the heavy bolter, but did we also get him the optics, the motion tracker? I thought we got him the motion tracker, but I wasn't keeping track of it.
I do not believe we did yet.
By heavy bolter, do you refer to the cannon on his right shoulder?
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
No, he literally.
The hunch.
I was gonna say that's how a combat servitor with a heavy bolter looks. It's basically just on the shoulder in place of the arm.
Hang on, guys. I've almost found something that may or may not work too well.
I kind of want to put a heavy rocket or mortar on the other arm.
Okay. This is gonna have to
close to correct your posture. Soon you will have a mighty hump.
work. That's your servo skull. Listen, I know what it looks like, and it doesn't look anything like a servo skull.
What is that?
It's listed in the
sort of bat.
yeah, it's supposed to be like a vampire or something, but it is animated.
It is.
I just need to shrink him down a little bit.
Down real small.
It's a wingless bat.
Love how when you pick him up, he starts fucking scooting forward. There you go. There's your servo skull. This is fucking
You guys are
amazing
having too much
content
fun.
right here.
Now, how many servo skulls does he have?
I have two.
Oh, well, in that case, here, have another.
I thought you had 3.
No, but what are their names? I know one of them was like Archimedes?
Archimedes and Pythagoras.
Pythagoras, okay.
Yeah.
There have been times where I've wanted to get another, I just haven't done it.
Well, you also have the Wikipedia skull.
Yeah.
Oh, what do we
But
call
I'm not I'm not gonna risk that thing.
No, that's too much useful information. So of course he stays on the ship. Okay. Let me see. Who do we have over here on the initiative tracker? Our Icarus, your little bots there, the combat servitor and the servo skulls are going to move when you move.
Okay.
We'll just make that easy, and then let's see. Rookie boys.
Help! I'm being harassed.
Okay.
Valtterios
Come to
says
see the
hi.
violence inherent in the system.
I'm gonna do it.
What's he talking about? Or is he talking to his girlfriend?
He's talking to
His
Kite.
girlfriend has started harassing him.
Yes, of course.
She had a message. She had a message for Valtterios that she recanted, but she says hi instead.
Okay.
I think you know what the other message was, Valtterios. She may have typed it to you on occasion.
It's probably butts.
It very likely might be.
Okay. We begin. You have
So it
slammed
begins.
orbital strikes in and around this area. This area, a lot of the this planet doesn't have like normal standard foresty stuff like you would expect. It's mostly small, sparse trees, light woods, things of that nature. But this entire area around these hills have been utterly smooshed by orbital strikes and whatnot. It's rolling hills terrain mostly, except for this part where this hill kind of sticks up a little bit higher than most, and there's a very clearly obvious marker of where the orcs come in and out of what appears to be a cavern system that goes underground. You are at the mouth of it. What would you like to do? We are not yet ready for combat. And by ready, I mean you have not yet encountered any.
I would like to give a small speech to the men.
You're going to motivate your men. Please. Speechify.
Armsmen of the Acheron Fae, understand that what we are about to do is dangerous in the extreme. As we enter these tunnels, we forego the advantage that we usually have on the orcs, of them being stupid and wanting to charge us, and we shoot them down at distance. But we are going into their home. I can only imagine the quarters will be close. And that is how they like to fight. And boy, do they like to fight. So, keep an eye on each other. Overlapping fields of fire can be your friends. And if they charge you, whatever you do, do not run. Because they think that chasing you is incredibly enjoyable. So hold the damn line.
That's such an inspiring speech. I want you to make a command roll, challenging, of course, to see if you have motivated your troops in any way, shape, or form.
This is going to be terrible.
So now, mind you, I'm sure your command is a shitty roll. So if you want to spend a fate point now to get a +10, by all means. It's not a tabletop role playing game if you're not spending fate like things in your first roll of the night.
I'm just going to tell you right now that I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Because my current score is a 10, and while doubling the score does seem pretty good,
it's still
it doesn't
only 20%.
Actually increase the chance of success.
Okay, in that case, because perhaps your fellowship and you haven't had command training, which is weird.
I have basic.
Do you have an alternative option that you might like to roll to see if you can motivate your troops and provide them some sort of please help us, God Emperor, we're about to face orcs and their turf at close range?
Would you go for my best imitation of a commissar trying to intimidate men into doing what they're supposed to do?
You want to use intimidation? Yes, I will allow that based on some of the words you've used. Because especially at the end, you're like, hold the fucking... You didn't use that word, but you know.
Yes.
Well, I'm just curious, with my character being in the general vicinity, is there any chance that my incredibly commanding presence and inspiring aura could contribute?
I will allow a +10 to his command roll pre-fate point. Or I'm sorry, not
Yep.
command roll, whatever, intimidation. And it will
Ouch.
call it something of a joint effort as you guys are motivating your troops and preparing them for this final charge. Not final charge, this initial charge.
I'm just standing. I'm just standing there looking
Final
dashing.
charge.
I was gonna say I could hear the smile on your face, Rev.
What?
when you were saying when you were talking about your the you know how you're standing there and your inspiring presence and stuff, I could hear the smile on your face.
But I
All
will
right.
say this. No, I'll let it go. Never mind. Go ahead. Make your roll.
So my intimidation is not augmented by my new power armor because even though it increases my strength, it does not increase my strength for purposes of intimidation.
Which is unfortunate.
Quick question.
Yes.
Why do I have a better command than the guy who's commanding the troops?
Great
Oh.
question. I don't have an answer for that. Except
Because
maybe
I built
somebody
myself
needs
to shoot things.
Yeah, that you know, I think maybe that's what it is. It's like I'm great at shooting the shit out of things. I lead by example.
Yes.
Literally, if I'm shooting at something, you should be too.
So I will spend a fate point on this.
Okay.
To make it a 70.
Okay.
And
5
hells
degrees of
yes.
success. So, the troopers. Let me see how I want to be. All Acheron arms. Oops. Nope. All Acheron armsmen have +10 to willpower based skills. So they for this mission, this particular fight in the caves and whatnot, your armsmen, all of them, will have a +10 to willpower and willpower based skills or tests.
Sweet.
Which will, if I'm not mistaken, include things like getting pinned or being charged or rushed at close quarters.
I'm pretty sure I have an aura that provides immunity to pin.
Um,
I'm pretty sure you do too.
that
'cause you
may
brought it
only
up
apply
before.
to you and those in close proximity. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll jump that bridge when we get there. If you can cite,
Everyone who can see me.
and what is that from?
From my amazing character. Now, hold on, I'm pulling this sheet up.
Talent.
A talent would. No, you know what? Fuck that. I just love the way he's like, because I'm so fucking awesome. Duh. I can live with that. Talent
Because
does
I'm
give me the
just the
specificity I
best.
needed, but. Fuck, this is gonna be an amazing show. Stick around, friends! It's gonna get fucking crazy. Alright, what are we doing next? As we're kind of milling out, you're about to lose. I will say this, though. You are losing some of your initiative, and not a literal, like, dice mechanic initiative, but, like, some of the element of surprise. You kind of need to get in there and get to fighting in order to...
The mechanic is Iron Discipline, and it allows rerolls on fear and pinning for anyone who can see me.
Okay.
Rerolls, not immunity.
Gotcha.
There we
Right.
go.
I mean, listen, a reroll is nice, because if you fuck it up the first time, you can fuck it up the second time.
I just wanted to. I wanted to be fair.
And maybe even the third.
With a fate point, yes.
Yeah.
All right, you are losing some of your momentum. Not that that's a mechanic or anything in this particular game or what have you, but narratively, if you mill around out here too much longer, you're going to lose the element
I'm going in because I hate orcs and I want to kill them.
Okay.
Oh.
You may, from this edge, you may move your
To be clear,
range.
as he's speaking, the servo skull has already gone into scout. What does it see?
How far in has it gone?
I don't know. That's all.
What's the movement range of a servo skull? Do we have stats? I feel like there's stats in the book for servo skulls.
Book somewhere. Let
me see what the books have. Zoom to page. Enable scrolling. Do we have stats for Serval Skull? Let's see. Enemies and adversaries. Oh, servitors. 374. Let's see. Servitors, battle servitor, serval skull. Movement. See below. Okay. That's super helpful. So, PDF 376, book page 375. Serval skulls. It doesn't actually list a movement. This is some bullshit. Okay. So where it says movement in the stat block, it says see below. And then it says, oh, flyer 6. What does that mean? 6 inches of flight? Or 6 meters?
I think so.
Let's go with that until somebody else can. Somebody want to look up the flight trait and what that number represents? I'm assuming flyer and then a number indicates how far it would go.
So would it be like 3, 6, 9, 18?
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, 3, 6. Yeah, 3, 6, 9, and 18. Not that a serval skull is going to be charging anything, I suppose.
No.
But it could certainly move 6 meters as a full movement, or
it charges their own skull with.
All right, so yeah, from the edge, go ahead and track out that move. Don't count hexes. Don't count hexes. Don't count hexes.
Okay.
Do not count hexes. This is not a game set for hexes. I only used the hexes because that was the easiest tiles I had available. All of the pieces should be.
I do remember us
Go ahead, I'm
Guessing
listening.
talking about that though.
Yeah.
If we wanted to or not, but I wasn't sure whether we. Okay.
So everybody you should have full, none of the pieces should be snapping to a grid or anything like that. So some of the hex grid pieces may not 100% line up against another one, so you may get a little wonkiness. We'll be as close to the accurate movement thingies as we can. Your frickin' things are a little hard to see. Let me see if I can change their color slightly.
They blend in.
Oh, that's even better. They match your color now. Kind of.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. And then where's the hunchback? Just so we can.
God damn it. Pick the wrong tool.
Color tint green as well. Oh, the hunchback is more green than gray, but. So far your serval skulls are not picking up anything though. Since we're in kind of a narrative mode, instead of doing 6, let's go with 12 until we get into combat mode. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get you.
All right.
So
now
are
that
they
one is.
running? Because their run would be 3 times their full move.
I was just gonna go with double their base move for narrative
Okay.
reasons. Now I will say that, however, because you have gotten that far. I'm gonna have to fix this a little bit.
Nope.
So.
Woo!
Oh, did I fucking lock these bitches? I bet you did. Yeah, okay. So let's take. No, god damn it! Hold on, 1 second, guys. I'm locking shit that I don't mean to lock. Unlocking shit that I don't mean to unlock. Okay.
It starts accidentally unlocking the hexes.
I did once already, just now, in fact. So. All right. And this guy.
Ooks.
Okay. Just to be clear, so we have sluggers, we have shooter, and a knob, and we have a big shooter. The big shooter has a larger gun than the other shooters.
Okay.
This group here is all going to be. Oh, this is gonna take me some work. Give me a second. Shit. All right, for right now, since this is just squad 1, let me do this. Why did that do that? Stop it. Stop it. What? Oh, because these are locked to a grid or whatever. Okay, fine. Whatever. Damn it.
Yeah.
It's really annoying. Give me a second. I'm unfucking this. It's annoying, but
That's
it's
an
helpful.
interesting turn of phrase.
Unfucking this?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I fucked it up, so I have to unfuck it. Alright.
Didn't work with your last kid, did it?
Hey. We didn't have to bring the kids into this. Alright, your orcs do pick up a
You're the one talking about fucking and unfucking.
Anyway,
What has been seen cannot be unseen.
I was
you have
referring
found
to the
orcs.
I was referring to the pregnancy, not the actual child.
You have found orcs, Alturios, and in fact, let me see.
Nice 23.
I needed a 24 to hit, and I was just randomly like, oh, this guy's just gonna blast one of the fucking servo skulls with his little orc boy fucking shooter, his slugger, which is a pistol. 1d10 plus 4 impact, pen 0. What is your servo skull got for armor? 2.
I would imagine the servo skull has a dodge action.
He can dodge. Well, yeah, dodge with agility of 30. So, go ahead and give me that
Didn't
dodge roll there.
you miss anyway?
No, he hit. I needed a 24. I rolled a 23.
Oh, okay.
22. You dodged it.
Yay.
Yeah, so your servo skulls round that corner and go through what could otherwise be considered something of a doorway in an orcish manner. You find a whole ass squad of orcs milling about, looking like they're getting ready to do something combat oriented, and one of them takes a shot, and who is this? Pythagoras is just like, nope, not today, sir, and dodges out of the way.
No
Please,
sold.
everybody, give me your initiatives, which, if I'm not mistaken, is a 1d10 plus your agility bonus.
It is.
I'm gonna roll
But
mine
you
for
can
the
also
orcs.
spend a plate point to get a 10 on it, which
Yes.
is what I'm going to do.
I'm gonna do the same.
Okay, so for Reinhardt, what are you getting for your initiative?
So, for my initiative, I get a bonus from also being a weapons master. So I've got a 17.
A 17 total for your initiative. Okay.
Yes, because I spent a fate point.
Yes. And then Icarus, what are you doing with your initiative?
I'm also giving myself a fate point because it's not just me who needs the initiative. It's my
all
boys.
it's your boy. It's your boys.
So that'll be 13 since my agility is 39.
Okay.
And I will also spend a fate point to give myself a 15.
All right, Jace. Got some fate points being spent really early. That's okay. Brogadillo. What's your initiative roll, sir? 1d10 plus your agility bonus, or take a 10 plus your agility bonus with some fate point usage.
I am trying to get it up 1 second.
And then also, while he's doing that, if somebody
We
wants to
did
roll
need to know
1d10 for Winter, I don't have her character sheet open.
I don't think this is the time for that.
Yeah, listen, I heard it and I didn't say anything.
I'll make a roll.
I'm pulling up Winter's character sheet right now. My sheet has not been updated since she left the crew, so hopefully nothing else has changed with her.
The dice roll was an 8, by the way, for
So
Winter.
8, and then that's an 11 for her.
Not bad.
Oops, not 211, 100 or 11. Jesus H Christ, type correctly. Jack.
111. Awesome.
Yeah, no, that's not how
Winter's
that works.
quick on that draw.
Yeah. All right. While Rev is figuring out, we do need initiative rolls for your 4 armsman squads.
So agility, what now? Your
Your
tens place.
initiative is 1d10 plus your agility bonus.
Okay.
Or you can spend a fate point to just make it 10 plus your agility bonus.
Correct.
Huh.
I don't know what that means.
That's me weighing whether or not being higher in the turn order is going to affect. It's going to be worth spending a fate point that I could turn a miss into a hit.
Yes.
I did it just because like I have multiple initiatives stacked with mine, so
Yeah, because you got 4 pieces in total,
yeah.
whereas Rev has 1, etc.
Well,
Yes.
because the angle of my camera, Alterios' D10 is the closest.
I guess each of us should roll for one of the combat squads.
Yeah.
So I got a 12.
A 12 total there. Okay. Yeah. However you guys want to do the initiative for. How did I screw that up? Why is that not working?
Why is what not working?
I'm not sure what's going on with my.
What's wrong, Emery? Why is it not working? You beat me over the head
I can't.
with it, dude.
I can't tell you why it's not working if you're not
Mhm.
going to tell me what's not working.
Oh, it's something on my end.
Oh,
there we
I'm
go.
sorry. I thought you were a ghoul.
There we
A
go.
ghoul?
Okay.
You were making noises like a ghoul. I flushed the toilet, dude. Yeah.
What in the fuck?
Ghouls do that.
All right.
And they're
All right.
making
Give me. I
brownies.
need initiatives for your armsman squads, and then which squad has Anders attached to it? I'm assuming just generically he's going to go with squad 1, but that's entirely up to you
Sure.
guys. Okay.
Anders with 1 seems good.
Yeah, seems appropriate.
Well, we're leaving one squad at the door.
Okay.
And Alterios is.
So just for the sake of clarity or whatever, like which squad does what is immaterial at the moment. I just need initiative numbers for each of them.
Okay.
Yes, but
So I'm
maybe
gonna roll for
let,
squad 1 now.
Okay.
I was gonna say maybe let me finish my thought.
Sorry.
Alterios has 4 characters to control. So why don't we have a squad that I'm rolling for, that Warner's rolling for, and that Jace is rolling for?
Okay.
Their initiative is
So
3.
their initiative is 9, based on a 6 and an agility of
Yep.
35.
I was just looking at their agility bonus.
I'll roll for squad 2.
And I guess that makes me squad 3 with the
Squad
12.
3 is going well.
Okay. Squad 2 is got a initiative of 12. It looks like
No,
11.
9 plus 3 is 12.
Oh,
that was squad 3. And Rev rolled a 5, so that'd be an 8.
All right, so I have a 12. And an 8. And I believe, all right, so my count says there's one squad that still needs a roll. Warner got a 6 for 1.
Squad run rolled a 6 plus 3
Correct.
for a
Yes.
9. Squad
Correct.
3 rolled a 9 plus 3
For a 12.
for a 12, and squad 2 rolled a 5 plus 3 for an 8.
Got it.
And
So
squad 4 rolled what?
Squad 4 will be hanging at the mouth of the cave.
Here, just for giggles, I'll make another roll. The slowest squad is the one I'm ordering to stay behind.
that's totally fine by me.
Hey, it's that one.
All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's
Yep.
see.
Squad
That's
4
the
has a
1.
4.
12 NPCs will go after them.
What were the military memes for a while where they're yelling at the one guy who's always screwing up, and they gave him a name? It wasn't Kevin.
Carl.
Carl, thank you.
Carl.
Squad 4 has the Carl.
All right, Reinhardt, you've got the highest initiative, so you may move first. You may begin your movement into the cave system from the very edge there, Remember,
I
movement
did.
using inches and not hexes.
Already done.
Excellent.
As he runs in, I point into the cave and I say, "Shoot the biggest thing first."
Chase, you're next.
Already done.
Actually, sorry,
Yes, you are.
Warner. Do you want my +10, or should I give that to someone else?
All right, Icarus, you may now move
you
your
can give it
pieces.
to someone else.
All right.
And you've got several, so let's try to be patient with him. Your 2 serval skulls are currently looking at a bunch of fucking orcs.
Oops.
And you are now at combat speed. So now you're back to, I think your full move is 6.
Yeah. I can have them run though, because they're not going to be doing any shooting.
They
Have
can
the
all
servals-
you as a suggestion, of course, this is entirely up to you. You can have them continue scouting the rest of the area. They are flyers, so they can, in theory, go up over the orcs. If I'm not mistaken, there is no attack of opportunity type thing here. Although I could be wrong on that.
You're gonna have to check because if there is, I wouldn't fly.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Let me see. Let's see what the index has to say for.
Have
that
your
sort of
servo
thing.
skulls engage in glorious melee
Yeah.
for the Emperor.
What would attack of opportunity be called in this game? Anybody know?
Look for the term like reaction or something.
In
Reaction.
Warhammer 40K, according to the AI,
Uh-huh.
an attack of opportunity occurs when a character moves out of melee range, provided the enemy is capable of making such an attack. That's that's for the Steam game. Never mind.
I was gonna say that's how it works in the Pathfinder Steam game.
The Owlcat game?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The reactions on page 236.
I think I heard they're making a Dark Imperium campaign now.
I have heard something. Dark Heresy, I believe.
That's what I meant.
Initiative. Okay.
I have a lot of information I would like to share, but I'm under an NDA.
There you go.
Well, okay. So,
It's also not Warhammer related.
is it BattleTech related?
Yep.
Don't tell me anything you can't tell me.
Is it BattleTech and Owlcat related?
No.
Okay.
That's disappointing.
Wait, what's Alcat involved in?
They're the ones that made the Rogue Trader video game.
They also did the Pathfinder video games as well.
Oh, that's right, they did.
Okay,
disengage.
I don't
Disengage.
think there was anything about Alcat.
Breaks off from melee and may take a half move. Opponents that were so disengage is an action. It is a full action, and the text says this: the character breaks off from melee combat and may take a half move. Opponents that were engaged with the character do not gain free attacks. Free attack might be the word I'm looking for to describe this attack of opportunity.
Mm-hmm. I might shuffle them off over here, just until we get back into combat, and then fly them back around because I don't want them to be the only thing.
Yeah, and not for nothing, they would get swatted at the very least. And of course, orcs are much more melee oriented than they are shooty oriented.
So these guys.
If I see your servo skulls flying over the orcs during the firefight, after the battle, I'm going to recommend that we equip your servo skulls with grenades.
Okay, Ukraine, calm down. Doing that though.
What is the movement on Mr. Fell?
Error.
Error, orc not found. Error, orc not found.
2, 4, 8, 12. Wow. Okay.
2, 4, 6, 8.
It's a 4-0 fork error.
Who did we annihilate?
8.
I hate myself a little bit for that pun.
Do you though?
You should.
Wait, there was a pun? I missed it?
Yeah, he said 4-0 fork or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, 404 error.
Now I'm gonna have to try to remember which one of these fuckers is which. Okay. 2.
It's 3, 6, 9, 8.
Are you telling us how many orcs you have just seen? Because don't you have the ability to see through your service calls?
I thought he did.
think
I might be crazy. I mean, I might be wrong. I mean, we already know I'm crazy.
Oh, they're more over there. Fuck.
It's
not safe
thought
room.
wrong.
I mean, if I could see it, I would.
Your servo skulls see it. Whether or not they report it to you is a different story. I don't know if that's a thing in canon or whatever. Or if you guys are I forget the Warhammer term, but there is something for Wi-Fi. Like etherics or something like that.
They'd
Yes.
definitely be Wi-Fi connected.
Wi-Fi.
And I don't know if you have that on your thing. But they have been this other squad has been added to the initiative order.
Well, if he's using his servo skulls as scouts, the only way that makes sense is if
That
he's
they would be
etherically
linked.
connected.
Yes, you're right. So, Icarus, you do spot another squad of orcs over yonder.
Yeah, I definitely would have. That definitely would have been something I would notify you guys about then. I'm assuming if we can see it on the map,
Yes.
like our characters are more or less aware
Yes.
of it.
Now, mind you, there is this squad over here that you guys obviously right now don't know about.
I'm assuming those aren't there. Those are just like our guardsmen off the map.
Yeah, they're these guys. In fact, I should move them now that I've got them on the map. Otherwise, I can go ahead and set them over here. So yeah, so these two squads you got, Icarus, you are aware of. I believe you have your. Have you moved the Hunchback?
Yes, he had.
Uh-oh.
Or wait. No, it's still back by the entrance.
Yeah, it is. I don't know if, but we just lost Alturios off the table. Alturios, are you there?
His etherics cut up.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But while we're waiting on him to reconnect, if he has just relayed to us, as he said, that there's that many orcs, I'm instructing everybody to form a firing line. We're not advancing into the orcs; they're advancing into us.
Sure. Let me take a look at Zoom and see. No, we lost him from Zoom as well.
We're going full on barrage tactics. One line prone, one line prone, one line kneeling, one line standing.
Somebody had to move all of their boys at once, and now they're all stuck in the dirt. Good job.
They're not stuck in dirt to me.
Also, that might be too far forward for what I was just the orders I was just barking.
Well, that and they would have to sprint that far, which changes their dynamics.
Oh, that would be a sprint?
Yeah, no, I take it back, because they are, I suppose, at the mouth, other than, like, I mean, everybody's starting at this is your starting line, basically, so.
Right.
Things are gonna get a bit bunched up if we're not careful.
Basically, I would be directing for a firing line somewhere around here.
Oh, okay.
With first line prone, second line kneeling, third line standing.
It may be better to go here, only because we're not supposed to use hexes, but visually there's 3 hexes here, whereas this is only like 2. But it's up to you how you want to set that up.
I was assuming that the cave mouth was equally wide, and that was merely a visual representation.
Well, I mean, yeah, it gets a little wonky visually versus what is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like, it's up to you. Like, if you want to set your line there, by all means, set your line there.
Since the hexes are not actual spaces, is there any chance that we can get an inch grid put down so we can see how close the troops can be put together?
I have no idea how to do that, to be totally honest with you. I don't even know if that's a thing that can be done. Oh, wait. Oh, what is that?
I thought you had an option to place a grid.
I don't know.
Welcome back, Alterius.
Yay!
Honestly, I don't know how to do a grid. That's something I'll have to research offline. Icarus, you're back on the table. Are you good?
I can fit him 3 wide.
Oh, he's not back in. There he is. On the Zoom call. There he is.
A great
Well,
time for my router to decide to reboot.
Yes, it was. It was amazing. Welcome back.
Thanks. It heard me say the word Wi-Fi and got really upset.
It must have.
Uh-huh.
You have moved your servitors. I believe you're in the process of positioning your combat servitor. Also, you were AFK, but let's just assume that about the time you told everybody that there was another squad of orcs that the serval skulls found, Lord Captain Burgadillo, Van Briesgeeth, Gizbath, whatever his shit is, has basically said, form a firing line and wait for the orcs to charge at you.
Given
Now,
the narrow,
go ahead.
since we're relatively close, and we can only, I'm assuming that it's visual. Is 3 across as many as we can fit in that entryway?
That would check out. I intentionally tried to keep some of. I've tried to bottleneck things at various points, so yes.
Okay.
What you see is what you get, roughly.
So, I would direct the other 3 squads to basically form a larger firing line at the mouth of the cave, because we may be having to fall back from this.
So set a second line here or something like that.
Yep.
And then and the cool thing about that is it kind of forces them into a bit of a bottleneck. So.
What I would do is firing line like this, not quite that severe.
I got what you're saying. You're setting up almost like 3 lines to have a converging.
I'm setting up 3 lines so that
fields of
thank
fire.
you.
So that
that's the words I was looking for. So go ahead.
Not only
go
do we
ahead.
have overlapping fields of fire, but we also have a vector of escape for the main characters and the
main characters. That's all that matters.
And the other squad.
I got you. All right. Icarus. Go ahead. Go ahead and finish positioning.
I was gonna move it further, but that put me in the middle of that mosh pit. I don't want to be there. And
and Jace and Reinhardt are also in a kind of a shitty situation at the moment. But you do have all of a full squad at your back, so there is that.
Yeah. And Mr. Combat Servitor Man only moves 4, so that's.
Are you just gonna leave him where he is, or do you want to try to get?
Yeah, because the heavy bolter is probably best to provide cover instead of being at the front.
Sure. All right, so are you good then with what you got on the table there?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case.
So let's move squad 1 or squad 2 into position.
Well, it's Brogadillo's turn. In the initiative order. Go ahead, Brogadillo. Position yourself where you would like.
Okay.
Well, not where you would like, but where your movement allows you to go from here.
That's Jace. That's not. I was looking at the wrong brightly colored character.
I've done it too. Also, we need to designate with your model which way is he facing. Is it based on the hand with the gun?
Whose model?
Brogadillo's.
It should be, basically.
Yeah.
But like.
All right. So if he's pointed that way, he's facing this way. Then is that right? Or is he facing this way?
He's facing straight ahead. It's just I'm not going to bother to rotate the stupid model to show which way he's facing.
Okay. We're going to use a little bit of common sense on your positioning. Then, what I'm hearing. Sure. Okay. Is that your move? Are you done with that? I love how you have gold coins on your tokens base.
That was an option?
Yeah, when you're making the model, you can have like a little bit of a mini scene at your feet.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't know that gold coins were an option.
Yeah.
Well, you called me Jace, so
Did I?
you said I love that you have gold coins on your model, Jace.
No, okay. I don't know what to say. I apologize. Squad 3 is up next.
I already finished
You
moving.
did move them. Okay, so we can go ahead and move on to the next squad, or person, which is Winter, who I'm not going to have roll to maintain her thing unless she's doing anything specifically crazy.
Overly strenuous.
Yeah. Otherwise, she's just gonna have her thing. But I'm not gonna move her either. That's up to you guys to figure out. So Rev, you can control Winter, I believe.
I'm of the opinion she probably should not get into anywhere near melee range.
Yeah, keep
Yes,
her.
melee
keep
with
her-
orcs is bad.
Yeah, very.
Winter has established a psychic connection to the leaders of the different groups and to the primary squad, and is staying out of it.
Okay. Sounds like a plan to me. That takes us next to Orc Boys Squad 1.
Normal wizard behavior.
Level 1 wizard, what did you say?
I said normal wizard behavior. Standing
Oh, yeah,
behind a
standing
corner.
out of the line of sight whenever
Yeah.
possible. Yeah. All right, so these guys have movement of... So, I remember the last time we had orcs in the game, I totally fucked up the movement, so I want to make sure I got this right. It's half move, full move, run, charge? Or is it charge, then run?
Half full charge run.
Got it. Okay. So he could charge 12 inches, but it has to be straight line for at least part of it, I'm sure. I think he can actually charge Reinhardt, even though he doesn't really know he's there. So that's 6.4 there. And that is 4 there. That's like 10. Man, it's really tempting to be a dick and just charge Reinhardt right off the bat.
Charge is 3 times agility bonus, so or strength bonus. Strength bonus.
Is it the strength bonus? It's 4,
Yep.
12. Yeah. Oh, so it is 12, yeah. And 18 is your sprint, where you can't do anything, but you have modifiers for being shot at.
Yeah, sprinting is 6 times.
Yeah. Okay, so he is actually just going to... Action
Reinhardt,
is...
you're better with the PDF than I am. I'm pretty sure you can't charge around a corner. I'm pretty sure charging is a straight line attack.
Yeah, it is a straight line, and I don't remember... I think the last X amount of your distance covered has to be a straight line. I don't know what it is. He's not going to actually charge. He is,
Okay.
Let's see. He's gonna go here.
Where is the turn order currently written?
Over... It's actually near your
Should
spot.
be
on
up in the corner.
Yeah.
It's on the board.
Oh, on the far side of the board from where the action is.
Yes, over by Jace.
Oh no, the model that continues. Now, I'm gonna ask you guys this above table. Do you want me to keep trying to go past to find other rooms? Because that will put them on the initiative board.
Not particularly.
Okay.
Also, you'd have to go through the orcs that are clustered up now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Orc Squad 1 is complete with their movement. That means it is now Squad... What is that? Squad 1's turn. Which, if you want to just... Let's see, which one is Squad 1? Okay, so this is Squad 1 here. I don't know who's controlling it. I imagine...
Squad 1 was me.
Okay. There is a blue line on the board to represent roughly where... It's a weird spot for that die to be, but okay.
Don't take that as an exact mark. I just wanted
An idea of what you wanted, yeah.
like a half horseshoe firing line to cover and allow the escape of the others, because I don't think we're going to hold the firing line of one squad against 2 squads of orcs.
Certainly not. That's why we need to bring more squads in.
If there was room for more squads.
Yes.
I think with what you
So-
guys are planning or thinking right now, this is not a bad idea. Like, set up choke points and shit, and murder them as they come to you, and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Hey, who's moving my squad?
Oh, that's your squad. Sorry.
that's the wrong squad. Squad 1's back here.
Wrong squad.
You also have Cassian Anders, not to be referenced with
Cassian.
Cassian Andor in any way, shape, or form.
Correct. All right.
Even though I totally ripped that name.
So.
Oh,
we're
you
just
ripped
gonna-
that name from where?
Not from the wars that take place in space.
It's not a trademark infringement of Star Wars.
No, it's
It's
a totally
legally-
different
it's-
character.
It's
Totally,
legally distinct. His
completely
name is
distinct. Cassian
His name
Anders.
was Andors.
Yeah, like
Yes.
it's totally not ripped from that at
If
all.
we need help, we will give it a wheelchair and a mohawk. We are not getting sued.
I totally pictured an Imperial Guardsman with lieutenant rank.
Hold on.
Yes. Holding.
I thought Squad 1 was going to be on this.
Oh.
I thought that's what he wanted, but I was gonna let him cook
Okay.
because I didn't want to. Like, I don't want to tell you guys how to play it.
I
but,
see. I see.
And also,
Alright.
Rev did specify that you don't have to situate them exactly on that line. That was just kind of a rough idea of what he wanted.
Yeah, so
general-
Further back where the other squad is, that would be fine. Like if you just wanted to have them at an oblique angle from there.
Alright,
Oh, so
I'm
like
gonna
this,
have.
Rev.
Yes.
And
I don't want them-
Squad 2 won't have to move at all,
Pretty much.
other than maybe to compress the line.
Yep.
And this other squad almost doesn't have to move either, other than just putting them in a line with their weapons pointing this way
Mm-hmm.
as a covering option.
No. Because if
It's
your
up to you.
squads. So Warner, the squad that you're in charge of is Squad 2, right?
Squad 1.
Okay. So if Squad 1 and Squad 4, which is sitting over there on the other side, if they start shooting at orcs, they're going to be shooting each other. So we either need an L shape or they need to be in line with somebody else. But like having a full horseshoe is going to get people shot.
Mm-hmm.
They can set up where I have a line at the moment. In theory, they could.
Yeah, we
As
want
long as
a
they have
bent
control. As long
horseshoe,
as somebody has control over their firing, so that they're not blasting your own people.
Yep.
which
so
is why we want a bent horseshoe.
We could end up having a fight going on all the way the fuck out here.
Fall back, fall back. Troops start falling off the table. They're disappearing into space. What's happening, Lord?
What's going on? What is this gravitational warp thing going on over here?
One of them stops and looks up and sees
All right.
the inverse of the computer screen and goes, "Dear Emperor."
All right, is that squad 1 complete?
I have moved them onto this side here of the L
All right, squad 2 is up.
set up.
Oh, you're repositioning them. Oh, that's Alturio's doing that. I see.
I'm spinning them.
Yes.
It bothers me.
All right, who's
Squad 2
got
is the
squad
one
2?
Squad 2 is already on the blue line, isn't it? I do.
They are on the
Squad
line
3.
if that's where you want them.
I don't see why not.
Okay,
That seems pretty appropriate.
that's good for me. All right, Orky Boys 2.
So, Jace, when your squad comes back out of the tunnel, they're going to be taking an immediate away from the horseshoe.
Which direction?
Towards the I never mind. Hold on. I'm getting my. What's the thing to do a ping on the map?
Tab. Just hit tab, not hold it.
There is a foot in my lap and not a keyboard, so hold on a sec.
Right, that's a miss. This orc has moved up and taken a shot at Pythagoras and totally whiffed it.
I am hitting tab and nothing is happening. Oh,
There it is.
So yeah,
Oh, you
basically
know what I forgot to do?
hugging the outside of the wall, basically to get out of the line
60.
of fire as soon as possible.
20
Okay.
meters. It's less than 10, so it would have been plus 10. So actually, I need a 34 to hit. This one is shooting at Archimedes. Needs a 34 because of close range. Hits with 1 degree of
I roll a
success.
dodge.
Archimedes is getting hit. Let me see what is his. Oh, he's dodging. Sorry,
Nope.
he did not dodge. Okay. Pistol.
Uh-oh.
The slug of pistol does 1d10 plus 4 impact. Single shot, by the way.
I feel like
Amazing.
Flyer's got to get a bonus.
Five.
Bonus
Let me
to
double check something really quick.
not being hit.
Could have shot 3 rounds. Well, no, I can't do 3 because I moved. So yeah, single shot. It's gonna be 1 plus 4 is 5 points of damage minus his armor is 2.
Can somebody look up the Flyer trait real quick? I feel like that's got to make somebody harder to hit.
5 minus the armor of. Give me 1 second. God damn it! I don't remember what page that was.
They got wounds. They got 4 wounds.
Is it 4 wounds? Okay, so he's gonna take 1 plus 4 is 5 minus his armor of 2 is 3.
3.
3 damage taken total.
Does he
A
have any
beautiful
toughness?
boy.
What, Rev?
Does your servo skull have any toughness?
He does.
20.
He has a toughness of 20. So you actually reduce that by 2 more points. Is that right?
Yeah, so 1 point of damage.
So 1 point of damage. Yep. Okay. This one is 3.
Unless we can ignore the toughness on the orcs too, and then I'm game for having his.
No, that's not how that's gonna work, Rev. Nice try. All right, this guy's also gonna shoot with a plus 10 for range. 34 again. 48. He misses. This one's also shooting at Archimedes. Needs 34 to hit. Oh, that was almost a 10 or 11 or something. It went to 90. Let's see. Judah. He's got a bunch of range on him. But,
Shoot her!
he is... nope, he's not going to do that. So he's actually going to move like this.
I have just heard an amusing anecdotal story. Someone who may or may not be right beside me has just gotten a text from a friend of theirs whose dog was sprayed by a skunk and then ran in through the doggy door and rubbed all over everything before anyone could stop it.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
That sucks.
Oh, Omar.
Yes.
I found out if you grab the model and hold tab while you're dragging, it'll
Oh,
drag the ruler with it.
you're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I've used that before.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
It's been a
super
while since
helpful.
we've done combat.
Yeah, it's super helpful.
It's been a while since we've done any of it.
Yeah, so 6 here. I believe his
My
movement is
servo
awesome.
skills are in danger.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Oh, this guy's got a movement of 4-8, so he's gonna scoot up 8. Whoops.
I'm in danger.
Yeah.
What's the height of these caves?
Taller than you.
Tall enough the orcs can't hit the top of it with their swingy club axe things?
Effectively, they can reach and maybe smudge the top of the caves. But yeah, you're not gonna see through these walls.
The knob is Shaquille Orkneal, so
I
he
think-
can
I think-
probably get
I
the
think
knob.
Rev
Neil.
was- I think Rev was wondering if I could just fly my servo skulls.
Oh
up
no,
with
no,
his
that's
wings.
not an option.
Yeah.
That's not an option. Okay, Orc Squad 2 has completed movement. It is now Armsman Squad 4,
if at all.
which I believe they're just gonna do. My recommendation is set up kind of like that, but I'm not in charge of shit here, so.
Somebody else feel free to move them, but yeah, just somewhere. Oh, that's not a marker. Somewhere in this vicinity. Doesn't have to be that angle. I just made a mark on the map. I should have pinged it.
Is this one monies and Fallout?
It is.
Spider.
Can't move.
Spider.
Kill it.
No.
Why?
You.
You need me to kill the spider?
Why would you kill
Baby.
spiders?
The Arachnid
eat
Accords of
mosquitoes and stuff.
1976 indicate that any spider found inside the home is liable for death or to be killed or whatever. Any spiders found outside the home are to be left alone. I will be back in just a moment.
Okay.
Rev,
Yeah.
do you care if the sergeants are in front or in back of the squad?
No.
No.
I feel like
Okay.
for the squad that's moving the slowest, the leaders are leading from behind. I feel like it's a leadership issue with that squad. So like
Okay.
the sergeants might be in back.
I'll just flavor it then.
Does he have does he have it with the proper stats for their for their auto cannon things we've got them? The heavy stubbers? The double barreled storm stubber?
Okay, I'm back.
Assault stubber with man
Yes.
stopper rounds.
All right, I believe that is that it for squad 4? Are they
Yeah.
complete?
I think so.
We now go to turn 2 with Reinhardt,
Alrighty.
who I believe is going to more or less fold back into the line, but I could be wrong.
Man.
I know you can move and then shoot, but can you shoot and then move?
Yes.
Having frag grenades would be really nice right about now.
I don't have frag grenades, but I do have tanglefoot grenades.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I don't think that those will be as helpful against orcs as they might be.
What does a
against other
tanglefoot
enemies.
grenade do? Like
It's
mechanically?
essentially the same effect as a graviton gun. It makes people fall to the floor and have to have a strength check to get up and move.
Okay.
I was
Here,
gonna say tanglefoot grenades. It borrows some verbiage from D&D.
It absolutely does. So, but yeah. But instead of being entangled, it just knocks them down.
Everything caught in the blast area is violently pressed to the floor and must take a very hard -30 strength test or be knocked down.
Oh,
Being
wow.
thrown to the solid surface from a standing position and forced to the ground in this way will deal 1d5 primitive impact damage. Treat this as an effect to a bodily location, blah blah blah. Additionally, anyone attempting to move or perform physical actions in the blast radius for 2d5 rounds afterwards must first pass an opposed strength test versus strength 60 unnatural ×2 each round.
Damn.
That's rough. That's fucking rough. Holy
It would be
shit.
really rough if they weren't orcs.
Yeah.
Like, orcs are the one thing that I can think of that might have a chance. Well, that and things that we really don't want to see, like
yeah,
like
Is it a
bloodthirsters and the like. But
Reinhardt, what are you doing, my friend?
I'm thinking, dang it.
What's that mini-eyed tentacle face thing that drains the life out of people in the 40K universe?
You gotta be more specific, man.
I don't know what's more scary. The fact that he describes something that sounds pretty fucking terrifying, or he's like, you gotta be more specific than that.
I'm gonna just fall back to here.
Okay.
For now.
Sure.
And shoot.
And shoot Jace in the back. Got it.
What?
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I can shoot past him. Actually, I'm gonna just right up to in front of the troops there.
Okay.
Can you hit the orc from there?
Yeah. Well, not yet. Actually.
Whoa!
Actually, if you've
I'm
only
pretty sure
moved...
I've got a line of sight on it. I was about to draw it.
Ooh, yeah, I'll allow it. I'll allow it just for the cinema of it. If you've moved up to your half move, you may make a normal half action attack. No modifier other than range.
Then that's what I'm gonna do. And
what's the range on your weapon?
The range on my weapon, in this case, being the Meltagun, is 20 meters.
Okay, you get +10 because you are at less than half range on that first orc.
So...
think you're going to hit.
So over 100.
Mr. Melta, my
I was like, you
ballistic
pulled out the
skill
Meltagun, huh?
It's effectively a 79. And it does have a red dot on it, so that's effectively an 89. Okay, 89 or lower.
All right. Make your attack roll, sir.
Whee!
100.
Does anybody remember what an
42.
omniscope does to hit?
24
I
is
think it's
the
plus.
left arm. Go ahead and
I
roll
think
your
it's plus
damage,
10.
sir.
All
It's-
right.
It's a
Oh,
combination.
you know
of
what? Hold on. I
basically
do
all
get
the
a chance to
scopes.
dodge. Give me 1 second. He is going to make his dodge attempt. I didn't give him his skill, so that was dumb of me. So it's a 30. I'm just going to GM hand wave some bullshit there. 30 or lower, he's going to effectively dodge it. He does not dodge it. He's going to eat the
Okay.
damage. How much
So
damage
that's
we getting?
2d10 plus 10 with 13 pen.
13 pen.
It's a Melta.
It is a
So
Melta.
that's 1929 with 13 pen.
Total damage? The pen is
29.
29. Okay, so 29. He gets... It's in the arm, so he doesn't get armor, unfortunately. He does have 6 what's dealies. So 29 minus 6 is 23. He melts.
No
I
one's
really
surprised.
wish I had like some. Oh, I do have something I can put on here. Maiden. Ooh, do I have?
So that's half his wounds, right?
No, that's more than his
That's
wounds.
more than his
That's
wounds.
more
He's
than
dead.
it's more than his wounds. He has 8. He has 12. Ah, Jesus Christ. He has 12 wounds, and he just took 29 minus 6 damage. So like basically, yeah,
Never mind. I thought the 6 was how many wounds he took.
he's dead.
No.
I
He's dead.
was gonna see if I could find like a smoky bit, but I think that's in my BattleTech shit that I can't get to from here without opening up other shit.
Oh.
Yeah, I really wanted my smoky bit. I'm gonna have to make that universally available in my TTS.
You converted that man into a crater.
You need a bloody corpse.
Well, it's a melta, so it'd be a well smoked corpse.
What you need is a pair of feet.
I could just copy and paste these serval skulls really close to each other. All right, Reinhardt smoked the first orc. Jace, you're up.
Oh, me again already.
Yeah, and you do not have line
Uh,
of sight to a target yet.
Excuse. Oh, damn it! He took my target.
He took your kill. Also notice this
Pardon me,
guy
I
is
took
all up in the
my
way here.
kill.
Reinhardt,
Is
do me a
there-
favor. After you roll and we apply whatever we need to apply for the roll, could you hit the clear button?
Yes, I
So
will. I will
not
do that
interfere
in
with the terrain. Unfortunately, the
in the
dice pads
future.
are a little close to the terrain because of reasons.
So the Hellgun's an area of effect attack, right?
No.
That
It's
does
a
not sound
laser.
right. Unless it's an automatic, unless it has semi or full auto.
I'm joking.
The Hellgun does have semi.
And if I'm not mistaken, semi-auto can attack. But the problem with semi-auto is it's a full action, and that means you can't move.
You are wearing your new fist, right?
Oh yes.
You could move and take a single shot from the bolt pistol that's mounted.
The
to
Hellgun
it.
has single-shot action as well, does it not?
Yeah,
Yes, it does.
every gun does.
Not every. No, heavy stubbers don't.
Yeah.
No.
They are
that's right.
full auto
some
only.
Some of the heavier stuff is full auto only.
Yep, full auto only.
Um,
So you- Sorry, go ahead.
Can I go into a Overwatch?
I believe
Like-
readying an action is an option in this game. Let me see.
So I
But
ready
you
my
have-
action for an orc to come into view.
Yeah, let me
Are
double
you
check.
talking about suppressive fire? Because
No.
there are rules for suppressive fire.
No, not suppressive fire.
He's holding an action to try and shoot
Yeah,
I
an orc
gotcha.
when it comes around the corner.
Now, last time Omar made some kind of odd ruling on it that I don't agree with, but
I'm
I'll go ahead
looking
and
for because there is something about readying an action or something along those lines. So let me give me a
I
second.
apologize. I will be right back.
Sure. Ready, half action. Active character draws a weapon or retrieves an object stored in a pouch or pocket. A weapon or item can also be properly stowed. This action can be... Oh, that's more for making a weapon ready or stowing a
Yeah,
weapon.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
holding in action.
Yeah. I'm looking... aim, all out, brace, called, charge, disengage, dodge, delay defense, feint, focus, full auto, grapple... Oh, maybe... Is it reserve? Semi-auto, parry, Overwatch is a full action. Active character guards a specific area or target poised to shoot at an opportune moment. When Overwatch is declared, the active character establishes a kill zone, which is any general area such as a corridor or a tree line, which encompasses a 45-degree arc in the direction active character is facing. Active character then specifies either full auto, semi-auto, or suppressing fire, along with the conditions under which he will perform the chosen attack, i.e., the orcs show up. At any time the specified conditions are met before the start of the character's next turn, he performs that action. If this attack occurs at the same time as another character's action, the character with a higher agility bonus acts first. If both characters have the same, then make opposed agility tests to see who goes first. Additionally, targets caught in the kill zone must make a hard -20 pinning test or become pinned. If a character on Overwatch performs any actions or reactions such as dodge, his Overwatch immediately ends. So this does not include free actions like talking, but basically you can't dodge or parry or whatever. You're the only thing you can do is keep an eye out for the orcs to cross a line, so to speak.
Okay.
But you also need to designate whether it's going to be full auto, semi-auto, or suppressive fire.
3-round burst.
That'd be semi-auto.
Okay. It's the Hellgun with an Omniscope and the Power Fist War Gear.
Okay.
The Power Fist War Gear operates separately and is only a single shot.
Okay.
The Hellgun.
Yes.
The Omniscope.
I think that just gives you... Sorry, go ahead.
The Omniscope, it's got a telescopic, it's got a night vision, and it's got a red dot, but I don't think it has a motion tracker, which would improve your burst fire.
That sounds right.
Why not?
Yeah, let me look.
Oh, Mark, you can make the ruling. What all is in the Omniscope?
That's what I'm about to go look and see what the book says.
It's listed.
Hang on.
Oh, is it?
Hang on. That is under weapon upgrades, if I'm not mistaken.
I got an Omniscope recently, and I was making a note of what all it could do. I may have misread something.
Let's see. Omniscope.
Which book is it in? The core rule book or Enter the Storm?
Core, I think.
The Omniscope is listed in the core. There may be additional ones listed in the Whatcha-Daily. But it is... Let's see. The scope becomes... the Omniscope combines the benefits of a Prey-Sense sight, red dot laser sight, and telescopic sight. So it sounds like it has all three.
Prey-Sense, red dot, telescopic. Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's Prey-Sense? This is a weapon sight that shows thermals
here we go.
and reveals hiding places of enemies who lurk in the darkness. Suffers no penalties due to darkness and gains a plus 20 bonus to vision-based perception tests at night.
So Prey-Sense is basically night vision.
Yeah, and I'm guessing that this is pretty dark being in a cave.
Yeah, I didn't clarify. I should have. There is just enough light to see by. It's not obviously not bright light, but there's ambient light sources all over the place. Think like glowing lichen and algae and moss and shit like that.
Is it enough to give me the plus 20 bonus?
I'll give you know what? I'll argue you can take a plus 10 between the ambient light and the Prey-Sense sight.
All right.
Because I feel like you wouldn't be quite enough darkness necessarily. Well, here you have to. I'll do this. You have to choose one of your options. Well, no, that doesn't make sense either. Give me a second. Let me think about this.
Telescopic.
Give me a second here. Telescopic is obviously not going to work in here. You're going to get a plus 10 from the red dot or plus 20 for night. It's not quite dark enough for the Prey-Sense, I think. So I think you're going to be left with the red dot. which will give you the +10.
On a single shot.
No, I'm
Ooh, it does say single shot.
arguing. I'm arguing that I'm using the Presense site.
Yeah, I see what you. I'll give you a +10 total.
Yeah, I'm not arguing with you on this. I'm just clarifying for Omar that the red dot is a single
Yeah,
shot.
yeah. I saw that. Also, Rev, for whatever reason, your mic is super faint.
Is this better?
Yes, much.
I moved it 2 inches.
Yeah, I guess it's just the sensitivity or whatever. So what I would argue or allow, Darius, is with your Presense and the low levels of light that aren't quite dark, that you have a +10 total bonus.
Okay.
Because, like I said, it's not nighttime dark in here.
I'll take what I can get.
Yeah.
Also, with a shorter range, don't your weapons get some bonuses for being under range?
Yes, you have a +10 for being
Yes.
under half the range bracket
So I'm going into Overwatch.
with a +20. It sounds like, and actually that's gonna be +30 because you're gonna have, you said semi-auto.
Yes.
Yeah, so that'd be a total of +30 on your attack.
Are you firing both or just one?
I am firing the Hell Gun. My Power Fist War Gear is firing itself.
Sounds right, I think.
I didn't.
I don't remember.
I mean, I created it, but I don't remember that it could do that. But that's your call, Omar.
I'm okay with that. I think we did more or less agree that he would have that free action, so to speak, similar to what Reinhardt has with his over-the-shoulder blaster thing.
Yeah.
That's me with the over-the-shoulder blaster. But
One of y'all had one.
Oh,
I don't
well,
remember who it was.
Whoever.
Yeah. All right, so you're in standby until the orcs move into sight, and then Icarus, you and all of your people thingies can do things now.
Oh boy.
At the end of this second round, we will be wrapping for the night. I don't think we're gonna have enough time to get through a third round.
I guess we could if someone takes over for me because I'm getting tired.
No, I think we'll be fine.
That's unnecessary.
Can I squeeze through that without taking an opportunity attack, or would they swing?
I mean, I'm getting like 1 point something meters. It's between the center of that orc and the wall there, so I feel like they're gonna get swatted at.
Yeah.
Well, worst case scenario, one.
I have the flyers up.
Oh yes, please. What is it? What page?
Starts on page 268 of the PDF. 270 for the PDF's reference.
I'm back.
So 268 of the book, 270 of the PDF.
Let's see. Flying movement. Each trait has an associated number in the creature's description. The number describes character of creature's flying movement. This works just like regular movement, but applies only when the creature is flying. When flying or hovering, it must devote a movement action to maintaining its flight each turn, or it falls. Okay, so while flying, these serval skulls only fly or hover, right? They don't really crawl around, so they can't really fall, so to speak, unless they're affected to fall. Let's see. Half move, full move, charge, and run are all valid actions for maintaining flight. It simply lands on the ground. So yeah, flying 6. So that was its base movement. So I suppose the 3, 6, 9, 12. I think we came up with.
Mm-hmm.
So no bonuses for dodging while flying.
It doesn't specify anything like that. So if they
in the trait description, it specifies that that's the number of meters for a standard move.
Yeah, it doesn't specify anything as far as dodgeability. His serval skulls do have a dodge skill.
Yeah, they can dodge.
So they get their agility score as their dodge target. So they do. So Alterios, you could, in theory, swing by, try to scoop by them, and have your dodge reaction. They just may get hit. I don't know if that's. I mean, it's up to you how you want to fly that.
Also,
now, if I'm not mistaken, there is in the movement options in combat your full action of sprinting, which, let me get to that page. Give me a second. Sprinting gives you a modifier for something, or for your
He's saying-
movement.
Also, if you take a reaction on one, you can't take a reaction on the other, so only one can get swung at.
I'm sorry, one more time, Rev?
You can't take 2 reactions with the same character,
Correct.
so only one of them can get swung at.
No, his 2 servo skulls count as 2 separate characters for this case.
And that's what I said. Only one of them can get swung at, because you can't react to. They're both running past.
The guy that is making the reaction,
Oh!
unless it is separate guys.
Yes, yeah, he's only going to get 1 attack on them. He's not going to be able to attack both of them. Does that answer
Because
the...
he has 1 reaction.
What am I looking for? I'm looking for movement. Movement. Action descriptions. Where is the sprint? Where are the move actions being... Why are they not described?
Why are you not described?
Run. Full. Move triple. Enemies have a -20 ballistic but +20 weapon skill. So actually running by these guys may not be the best option. Because the orcs are going to swing on you with a +20 weapon skill.
What is their base weapon skill?
Weapon
High.
skill for these guys? It's not going to be good.
37.
37, so that they're going to be swinging on 57s to hit them. With
That's
your
not
30-something to
bad.
dodge.
That's definitely in their favor.
Yes. Your servo skulls might be looking at each other going, oh shit, in binaric to each other.
The humans are dead.
Where have I heard that before? You fucking sent me this video,
Flight of
didn't
the
you?
Conchords.
Yes!
They have a binary solo at the end.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll try to make it work.
Alright. Are you going full sprint or just a full action
Yeah.
move?
Full action move won't get me far enough. I gotta take the sprint. So that's 6 there. And then what does it keep switching? 3 there. And you get to take a swing at
Yep. Yeah, let me go ahead and make that 50s, what did I say, 57 that I gotta roll?
yeah.
He is gonna swat. 59, he misses. You got super lucky. If he follows right behind him, he's not gonna get hit. He's good. You can put him. I will argue that you could put him next to his buddy. They're
Alright.
flying in like what's the word, in tandem or whatever. Yeah. So they are good to go. You might want to get your combat servitor the fuck up here though.
Is it funny that Jason and I said tandem in tandem?
It is amusing. I believe wasn't his movement something like 4-8?
It's 2, 4, 8. It's
That's right.
terrible.
He's slow. That's right. That's right.
But he's a heavy, he's a combat servitor, so he's got big weapon.
Yeah.
Do we really want to push him into the tunnel if we're going to fall back?
I mean, I can have him like set up here in this nook, and everyone filters
have
out.
him
And I
do
can
Overwatch
have,
as well,
yeah,
and just keep him there in Overwatch until he gets a target to shoot at. I will argue that if he's going to Overwatch with his big ass guns, that he might want to wait until the friendlies are out of the way first.
yeah, that's definitely gonna happen.
So are you? I don't recall the stats. Well, if he's got the heavy stubber, that is only full auto, correct?
It's
No.
a heavy bolter, so it is only full auto. Yes.
Okay. I thought it was a stubber. I apologize.
I linked it in the Rogue Trader channel.
Okay.
I got I made a small little sheet for him.
Gotcha. And then is that? Never mind. That was Darius trying to figure out what he wants to do, and then you got to figure out what you want to do for your guy. Or is he just gonna hang back and be like, I'm just gonna be the Wi-Fi net controller here?
Yeah, I'm not. He's not moving. Until
He's like, I'm a bit focused. I'm trying to get my little boys out of there. This is bullshit, man. This is bullshit.
He's got a bunch of HUD indicators in his
Yeah.
in his vision of like alerts from them.
Yeah. And both Archimedes and Pythagoras are like, "We're fucked, boss. Get us out of here." All right, Borgadillo, what are you doing? It's your turn.
Oh, I guess I will ready my weapons and go on Overwatch. I've got my 2 bolt pistols and my plasma pistol.
Is that your one of those? Is your over the shoulder shit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, you are in Overwatch.
The over the shoulder one has got combat motion predictor thing, and the
And that gives you a bonus to your attack roll, right?
Yep.
Squad 3 is next. I don't know. I don't remember who's controlling what. Squad 3 is Darius, wasn't it? That's the squad up here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they are all going on Overwatch. They are holding the line.
No, that's exactly what they ought to be doing. I'm assuming they are doing full auto. Well, I have it right here. Oh, that's the only thing they can do with their assault stubbers.
It is. Do they want to do full? Do they want to?
I thought we got them some sort of energy weapon.
No.
No,
were
we've
talking
stuck with
about it.
assault stars.
We were talking about it, but we
okay.
went with assault stubbers because it's basically better in every way.
Except for
Okay.
you can't move and shoot with these guys, but that's fine.
Well, we weren't moving and shooting with them when we used them before anyway.
This is true because you've always been kind of using cover or what have you. Okay, so they are also in Overwatch. That means it is now Winter's turn. Is Winter going to do anything other than maintain her psychic link thing?
She's going to stare in her crystal ball and look very concerned.
Well, I am a little bit confused of what do we want before we fully move on to everything else. I thought we were kind of having everybody start to fall back. Are you going to try to hold the line and see if you get pushed?
Right.
Okay. All right.
That's what I thought the directions were.
Reinhardt got the bloodlust. He saw the beginnings
Yeah,
of an orc
that's
and had
why
to shoot things.
that's why I'm not arguing. So, can I make a change on my turn?
Sure.
I'm not firing, but I am moving up.
Okay.
I don't think I can take a half move and hold an action, can I?
Not with Overwatch. Overwatch is a full action.
Full action.
Okay.
So that is your move. Is Winter going to do anything, or is she just going to stand by?
Let's have her stand by.
All right. In that case, it is Orc Squad turn 1, or whatever. It's Orc Squad 1's turn. That's what I mean to say. They are going to first get mowed down by fucking everybody. So let me see how this works. Because now, call me silly. Wow, nobody jumped at that, really. Okay. I
thought we'd done it enough.
I thought it was obvious by now.
Fair. All right, so when the first orc comes in, he's going to eat a metric fuck ton of lead and laser and plasma and whatever else. When the second orc comes in right behind him, is he also going to be eating all that shit?
Well, it
That
depends.
I was thinking. Okay, so we're gonna have to declare who on Overwatch is doing firing.
Oh, it did say agility bonuses act first.
Yeah.
Well,
Or
I'm
something
going to
almost.
see
Yes.
them first.
Yeah. The first one to
Up
come in
here.
the line of sight will be in the line of sight for Jace first.
Yeah.
Is there movement again?
Then Reinhardt, who is not on oversight.
That's true.
Oh, because
then-
And then in order from this
It'll
side
be
to
these
this
two
side,
right here.
it'll be the armsman
Yep.
Alright.
and the 2 sergeants.
this is going to be very interesting, and this may take a few tries to get it right. So, but first, this guy,
Us? No.
this guy,
He's in line of sight, so he gets
alright,
shot
so
at.
he's going to get blasted by Jace, probably before he can even do anything. But we'll see what happens. Jace, go ahead and make your full auto. I believe we said plus 30 for you. Was your total bonuses.
Yeah.
Unless you want to drop a fate point and make it a plus 40.
I might. Hold on,
It's
let me see
tempting. I
what
mean,
my
he gets
total
to
is.
obliterate an orc before he gets too goddamn close.
Currently, I'm sitting at 75. Do I get a captain's bonus?
I don't think anybody else is firing this turn, so why not? I tell you to. I said we were supposed to fall back, but good initiative, good bravery, soldier. I like it. Shoot that orc.
Shoot that orc. Oh, by the way, for charges, the last.
My
I'm sorry, go ahead,
apologies,
go ahead.
Lord Captain, but I saw them.
I
and
saw
my
orcs. I
vision
wanted
went
to.
green.
Well, to be fair, your character did shoot them and fall back.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and make your plus 40.
And if Overwatch wasn't a full thing, then I would be falling back too.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Anyway, my ballistic skill is 45 plus
85.
30 is
Or
75.
Sorry. Well, didn't he give you the plus 10 as well?
Oh, and then the plus 10, so 85.
And it's full auto, so for every degree of success is an extra hit.
Up to
Okay.
3 hits, I think, on his.
Up to whatever there's a stat on the weapon.
Yes, there's a stat on each.
Oh,
weapon
it's
that
in the
says
the
how many.
auto slot.
Yeah.
Yes. It's 3
So yeah, up to 3 hits.
for the Hellgun.
Yep, 3 hits total.
And why not? I'll spend a fate point.
I was waiting for it because that's going to bump it up to a 95, which means if you fail, it's a critical fail. I think. I'm not 100% sure how that works.
Does your weapon? Did you get one of the weapons that does or doesn't have jamming?
I think he's got a Mastercraft or whatever.
I got a best craftsmanship.
Yeah, never
Hellgun.
mind.
Okay.
A miss is just a miss.
It never jams or overheats. It is reliable.
Yeah. All right, go ahead and make your 5% chance of missing shot.
Jesus Christ.
And
whoa,
fuck me.
That is the full shebang.
Yeah, so that's 3 hits hitting this guy in the 40, which is let's see. That's the body. So he's going to take a -2 to each bit of damage he takes, but that's okay.
Okay. Pen is 7.
Okay, well that negates any armor he had. So never mind.
They do
Doesn't
still
that
get their
also
toughness.
They do get the
Yeah.
toughness against
Doesn't
each
that
bit.
also negate some of their toughness?
No. Toughness
Pen
is
does not
inherent.
negate toughness.
There's only a few things
Aw.
that bypass that.
Damn. All right.
And
So I
negates
need to
armor, though,
roll
which is good.
3d10 plus 12.
All right.
Okay, well, 2 of those
21.
aren't going to do jack shit.
21 damage. He's He
Is it all considered like one hit?
I'm just gonna do it all at once because there's gonna be plenty of orcs for you guys. Don't worry. So
Cool.
21 minus 6 is 15. That is another dead orc with all kinds of bullet holes in him.
Yep. And my arm still has a shot, so it's still on Overwatch.
Yep. Oops. Oh, F1. All right, this guy is now going to move up 3. I need that green hand out of the way.
Oop.
Thank you. He actually. Oh, nope, you can plug him too. Go ahead and hit him with
Yep.
your auto fist gun thing.
Yep. And I will spend another fate point.
So, that will. Go ahead.
Did the plus 10 from the captain count towards this as well, or not?
No, I believe that only goes to 1 action.
Okay.
So it'll be 85 instead of 95. If you drop a
and
fate
he-
point.
Yep. So
You've got the red-
85.
I was gonna say you got the red dot on that one.
Oh yeah, and it's single shot.
All right.
So that's
which
another
means
plus
it doesn't
10.
get any bonuses for being full auto,
Right.
but it does get a plus.
Yeah,
10
it is a
for the
single
red
shot,
dot.
so you will get a plus 10. So,
So
that one
95.
is still that one still sits at plus 30 total for
Yep.
range and the light and all that other bullshit. 78, I believe, is a miss.
Nope.
What did you need?
95.
95, but that was with plus 40.
Yes.
You've only got a plus 30 now.
Yeah, you only have a plus 30.
It's
And
still
then I
hits anyway.
spent the fate
85 is
point.
still a hit.
Oh, he
Okay.
spent a fate point.
Okay, nope, you're right. With 1 degree of success, which doesn't do anything. So yeah, roll damage.
But yeah, it's single shot anyway. So
Yeah.
But with this one,
degree
you
doesn't matter.
don't forget you roll twice and pick the higher number on your.
It's a bolt gun, is it?
Yep.
It has
Yeah.
tearing.
It's a bolt pistol.
Yes, it has tearing, reliable, and never jams or overheats.
All right, so yeah, roll damage twice and take the higher number.
Okay.
And what is the damage?
D10 plus 6.
Okay.
So
Penetration
roll
is
2d10
4.
and take the higher.
Penetration is 4.
7
And
plus
7
6.
plus 6 is
13.
Yes, 13.
13
So
for
13 pen 4.
All right, so 13. It's 7 makes this. Okay. He takes a bunch of shit to the face. I should have had the other orc dodge, but once again, I forget these things. He takes a bunch of shit in the body. Well, actually, in one of his legs, but he's still alive. So he will be returning
Oh, he's
fire.
still alive?
Yep, he's still alive. He is at 6.7 inches. That is less than half. So that'll be a plus 10. So 40. Whoop, oh, wrong one. 34 to hit. And that's a
he's
miss.
half moving.
All right. The rest of these guys are going to pile in literally right behind him.
Oh, why?
Yeah. This big shooter.
Why are you
especially-
blocking me?
Big shooter especially wants to get in there because he's like, I got the big gun. Let me go. I got the big gun. I got a big gun too. My gun's bigger. Meanwhile, the knob's like, shut the fuck up, boy. Get in there. That sounded more southern than Cockney, but whatever. That is Orc Squad 1 complete. Armsman Squad
Sorry,
1.
it's headcanon now. It's Southern Orcs. I do declare, get out of my way, boy.
You know what? These are an offshoot of another not warband. What's the WOG? So, you know, maybe these are the southern boys of that particular WOG.
Yeah, these are the Foghorn Leghorns.
I say, I accept your
why now?
challenge.
All right, Armsman Squad 1 is up. I don't remember who's. Oh, that's Reinhardt Squad.
Alrighty.
I mean, if I use boy in any other context, it'd probably be
Yes.
getting in trouble. But that's why I said Foghorn Leghorn.
Yes. No, I got you. All
Foghorn Leghorn.
right. Is Squad 1 just going to sit tight, or are they going to do something?
Yeah, I think until they hear orders, they were told this is where they're set up.
Yeah, set up and
can
stand by.
see the mouth of the cave. But
And they can probably hear some random gunshots going off, including a gun that sounds like it might explode the next time it's fired or dropped. The orc gun, that is.
Mhm.
Okay, in that case,
I was worried you'd put a weird trait on that on that power fist I gave.
So,
all right,
wait, did he hit me or not?
he missed. He missed.
No, he missed.
Oh, he missed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Armsman Squad 2, same question. Are they actually doing anything, or are they just going to sit tight?
I mean, I'm the one that ordered them.
Yep,
there.
they're going to sit tight. Got it. And then Orc Squad 2 is going to do some maneuvering. So let's see.
Orc Squad 4 seems to be mysteriously affixing bayonets without orders. They're just. What do bayonets on heavy stubbers look like?
Fucking massive, I'm sure.
Well, considering they're orcs, it's choppas on.
No, our
on-
guys.
Oh, our guys.
I said
okay.
Squad 4 of ours.
The guardsmen, I guess by extension, armsmen probably do carry combat knives. They probably have those.
All right,
in there.
Armsman Squad 4, are you guys doing anything other than sitting there looking pretty? waiting
Armsman
for the
squad.
action?
Armsman Squad 4 will be taking out some starch bread and just nibbling on it.
The corpse starts. They're gonna have a snack.
Yeah, because
there-
remember they were just
is there
told to
line of
guard
sight
the
here?
entrance.
That's a good question. Yeah, actually, this guy, and this guy
Yep.
can get.
Oh, we get to see some Bert.
Yep, these three. So this one, and this one can all get a shot at this guy who's already been wounded.
That is Reinhardt's squad to roll for, I believe.
No,
Squad
that's
3
mine.
is Jace's.
Oh, that's sorry, Jace's. My bad, Jace.
Yeah, I didn't catch that earlier. So yeah, go ahead, these 3.
So pen 3, D10 plus 4, and where's their 40? So it's within half
Oh yeah,
because it's like 100.
yeah, because they have
Plus
basically
10.
machine guns
Uh-huh.
with
And I believe
manstopper
we get a
rounds.
bonus for full auto as well.
What do man stop? Oh, pen 3.
They have
Yes.
well, manstopper I think is actually it's plus 3 pen. Am I right?
Yes, that's correct.
So they get 6 pin.
Yep, pen 6, which in this case doesn't really matter because these guys don't have shit for armor. Most of them.
Okay. And then
You're doing plus 10 for the half range. Don't forget the it's an additional like plus something for full auto.
Yeah, let me double check that because full auto does give you a bonus. It is a bonus of plus 20. So we're at plus 30 right now.
yep.
So 70.
Can I spend a fate point for them?
In this case, no. Otherwise, like standard, like normal combat type stuff, maybe. But this case, no, because they're after you. Or, well,
Okay.
they're actually not after you, I think. But yeah, I think in this
Well,
case,
they're
no.
after me based on agility.
Yeah, so I think in this case, no.
Well,
So
I'm-
that's
I
70
moved-
so far.
I moved up a half move and I didn't take a turn. Can I give him a fate point?
Suppose. So what are they at now? 80 to eviscerate this one orc
Yep.
that's
Yep.
already bleeding profusely.
Yep.
All right, fuck it. Let's see if you kill him.
Okay. First, I'm going to go with this armsman.
Don't forget, Omar, that heavy stubbers can hit the orcs next to them.
Yes, except for the fact that there's no line
Can't
of sight
see
to the
'em.
next orc.
Ricochets, Omar.
I'm not
ricochets.
doing ricochets. That's like trying to account for smoke in battle tech.
Well, that's why I said opponent next to him.
Okay. 2
That's 3 degrees. I think
success.
3. So potentially other targets could have been hit, but this guy's gonna eat a whole fuck ton of damage. Let's see what's the damage on that thing. 1d10 plus
Because it's
4,
Because
3.
it has
plus
the storm
12.
quality, so each success is 2 hits, not 1.
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
Their weapon has the storm quality, so each success is 2 additional hits, not 1.
Storm. It's a special rule that
Yeah.
it's 2 hits.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this simple. Well, roll your damage. So I guess that's 60, 10 plus 24 or some shit.
You probably just declare he's dead at that point.
Going to, because he's only got fucking 5 wounds left. He's dead. Yeah, he
Yeah.
took a he ate
27 on the die.
Yeah, he's dead. I'm not even gonna bother. He's fucking dead. The squad's gonna get fucking eviscerated. I need to get these guys into melee range, like right fucking now.
Okay. And I don't think the next one has line
No.
of sight. No.
No.
Nope.
They are.
I was gonna say you
I
just sacked
intentionally
some of the
stopped
boys.
them. I definitely stopped them where only 1 or 2 would get killed. So
I was gonna say you need to start sacking guys in front just so the other guys can get in.
yeah.
Well, after this first guy shoots, he crouches down.
Well, I think they're all crouching or prone at this point. So. Okay.
I think Jason's just saying that just because
He's
they're
He's
they're
clearing the
saying
line of
models in front-
sight.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, Reinhardt, you're going to be up next. I need you guys to remember who's on Overwatch and who's not,
I
because
thought
we are.
I thought Reinhardt's turn was first.
Well,
Yeah, that's the point.
that's the end of the turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're ending the session here.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
just saving the table really quick so I don't forget.
I'm gonna take a screenshot of the turn order just in case.
Yeah.
Sounds like a
This
good
is,
idea.
No, this is
Saving the
episode-
board.
You can put in the special notes of note that Squad 3 is on Overwatch
Aside
with
from
one armsman having shot.
Well, it's another round, so you'll have to redeclare.
Oh, you're right.
Well, no, it's actually
Well,
I take that back. No,
I'm pretty sure
you
he
don't.
doesn't
You don't have to
redeclare
do
until
Well, I mean, you can when it's their turn, but they still are in Overwatch until their next turn.
right.
So these
Okay.
guys do have. So Arms with
So
Squad
yeah, you
3.
might want to do that then.
Yeah.
You want to put a little colored die beside the one that's already fired, so you don't forget.
Squad 3 Overwatch. I'll just leave it with the note that Squad 3 is an Overwatch, and then I'll remember who, what, whatever when people come into range next time around.
In 4 weeks, you're gonna remember.
Are we really gonna be out for 4 weeks?
I don't know. I'm just saying hypothetically.
I mean, sure. We'll see what happens.
All right. Sure call.
The infamous who shot who in the what now.
That sounds about right. All right. No more changes to the table. Let's put this
There's
back.
change on the table.
Shut your face. Feedback, outro, comments. No XP. My phone is like dying super fast. Why? It's
It
weird.
has to be around you.
It's
It's losing the will to live.
yeah, that could be it. No XP this round or this session because the fight is still going.
But we killed orcs. That's XP.
No.
No XP.
I'm-
Roger.
Okay.
You'll be all right. This battle is going to go for a while, and when you finish this battle, you'll get a decent chunk of XP, perhaps.
Noted in the log.
Let's see. Feedback, outro, comments. Let's start with Rev, whose first feedback, outro, comment is going to be, this no XP thing is bullshit.
Well, no, you've already said it, so I don't have to know. But yeah, I was a little worried that we were having not used the man-stopper rounds with the autocannons before. I was a little bit worried that one squad would be able to hold. I'm a little more hopeful now.
Well, do all squads have these man-stopper, auto-stopper
Yes.
shits?
We bought a lot of them.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to have to find new ways to challenge the shit out of you then.
You were.
We aren't usually bringing that many of them, and as it turns out, the low to hit roll means a lot.
Yeah, it does help that
Mhm.
you're able to get some hits in here, but you're going to start running out
No,
of some
no,
of these
no, no,
benefits.
no, no,
No?
no, no.
Not that many?
Only one of those have fired. The first
Okay,
one.
I'll fix it.
The one in front.
Oh, what'd you do? What did you do?
Eins!
He took a picture and then modified the picture
Oh. And he
to
got
mark,
it in...
to mark which ones
Oh,
have
and
already
he
fired.
posted it in Discord, I take it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Rev, you got anything else? Feedback,
no,
outro?
I'm my mobility and ability to do a lot of stuff is currently limited by being used as a pillow.
Yes, that happens.
Oh.
That happens. Darius, feedback, outro, comments. What do you got for us?
I really enjoyed taking out an orc and helping with the second.
Yeah, I see that I'm going to have to change some of the parameters of this fight by the time we come back again next week. I'm joking.
I mean, you
slightly.
got like 4 other orcish groups to put down. So.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
definitely more orcs in these caves. I'm not going to tell you how
The
many
numbers suggest that maybe you shouldn't worry about the fact that we've taken out the first couple
there are.
easily.
Yeah.
Right.
That's fair.
Especially since my arm only has 6 shots.
Yeah. Well,
Well, if there's more orc, where's Mindy?
okay.
Oh.
Alterios, you got any feedback, outro, comments you want to add? Because I know you probably want to get out of here and get to bed.
I was thinking about charging the servo skulls into that first group and then sneaking by them, but I'm glad I was able to just run past.
I'll tell you, not that
It's,
the orc that took a swing at you, well, he was a slugger, so he's gonna be a bit more melee oriented than the others.
mhm.
The fact that he missed that was entertaining and disappointing at the same time. Because not for nothing, like I shot one of them. Which one did I shoot? Pythagoras or was it Archimedes? I shot one of them.
I think it was Archimedes.
Yeah, I shot one of them either way, and I was like, listen, I'm gonna be totally honest. I wanted to fuck him up, but I didn't want to kill him. You know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to be like, listen, that's a really cool idea that you use these guys as scouts. Now that you've committed them to the fight, I can shoot at them. You need to be aware of that. And
Yeah.
I got it. And I could probably still have some of these guys shoot at them in the next round, but we'll see what happens.
I got the idea because the D&D campaign I'm playing, I have a wizard with a familiar, and I've been doing that instead of having the party just bumble into a room.
Listen, it makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
and you have found a portion of the local orcs in this caves. There is a specific number of orcs here. So,
I mean, on
We
the subject,
have
maybe next time if you're gonna have one scout, just have one scout.
well, what didn't help him is that he found one orc group and then went into another room and was like, "Oh shit, there's more!" And it just happened to be set up so that he was about to get sandwiched.
Well, because my thing is that there's some branching paths.
Yeah.
I would have one go one way and one go the other.
Yeah, which would have worked. It's just that you're stuck at the moment. Later,
Yeah.
assuming you defeat these orcs and can move on, continue exploring, you'll be able to do that with a little bit more access.
Yeah.
and
So
whatnot.
that will be the plan. Is to kind of divide and scout and conquer.
Yep.
'Cause-
I got you.
Yeah.
Warner, what do you got for us? Feedback, outro, comments, etc.
So, very much had fun. Getting the chance to shoot my Melta for the first time and watch the obvious consequences of that was satisfactory.
The obvious consequences of firing a Melta is that something melts.
My salamander is very happy that you did that.
The salamanders. The most goodest guys of the Space Marines. In the traditional good guy, bad guy dynamic.
Yeah,
The salamanders
yeah.
are
Correct.
probably the closest that you'll get in the Astartes or anywhere in the Imperium for that matter.
Well, they're the most compassionate.
Correct.
We'll
Correct.
put it that way.
Yes. And if there was a Space Marine choice, I would probably back the salamanders. They would be probably my first choice, but I don't know enough about them. Anyway, sorry.
There's compassion in the Space Marines.
Yeah. Listen,
The
it's
Salamander's Primarch is Vulcan, and he was a big softy.
yeah. Well,
Okay.
Look, I do have a soft spot for the blueberries.
for the blueberries,
I don't.
get foul, Xenos scum.
Well, a close
He's talking
second.
about the Ultramarines, isn't he?
Yeah, I am.
You're not Xenos.
Oh, my bad.
The
a
boys
close-
in blue, the blueberries.
I thought, yeah, I was thinking more
the
Eldar.
Smurfs.
Yeah.
A close second. A close second to the blueberries are the thieving magpies.
I don't know who those are.
That's a bit of a deep. Well, for some people, that's a bit of a deep cut, I suppose. It's another name for the for the blood ravens.
Oh, wow. That's a yeah. Wow. Okay. All right.
They
Any
have a-
other?
The reason they're called thieving magpies, Omar, is they have a tendency to show up with other chapters artifacts, and like, this is ours.
I've heard this before. It may have actually been from you now that I think about it. Any other feedback, outro comments? Anybody? once.
I would say, by
Well-
all means, prep to see if you might need to increase the difficulty of something towards the end, but I wouldn't worry about increasing the
chaff.
overall difficulty because of what I'm assuming is just outlandish numbers and
We also got
close
lucky.
spaces where melee orcs will be meleeing.
We also got kind of lucky to start with.
You did a little bit. I mean, but you were smart, so that helped you a lot in the initial opening phases of this engagement. So
Yeah, if one of our characters had been the one to go around the corner instead of one of his
Oh,
single
yeah.
skulls,
oh yeah, he'd
that
be
would've been a lot
fucked.
worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Also, you said any more advice or tips, or I can't remember how you.
Feedback.
any other
word-
feedback?
feedback? Or you mentioned tips or something. The only other tips I was going to say is don't leave your car unlocked if you park it in a Blood Raven territory.
If I leave it where?
In Blood Raven territory.
Ravens. Thieving magpies.
Yes. Yes.
Call back.
That is it for us here tonight, my friends. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, please consider smashing all of the buttons, liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, etc., etc.
Just not the report button.
Yeah, don't hit that one. That one doesn't count. Whenever I say that one never. That one's
not
never.
all of the buttons.
Yeah,
Just
all
the
but
good
one. All but one.
buttons. Please press the good button.
Yes,
Is there
the
an
good guy.
Is there
buttons.
an unsubscribe button?
Yes, actually there is.
Yeah, you don't want to
You'd
hit
have
that
to
one either.
subscribe first. so
Yeah, but you do have to
okay.
subscribe first, so at least give me the honor of being subscribed for a moment. Anyway, that is it for us here tonight. Please be safe out there. This world is a grimdark world, so make sure you're doing what you got to do for you and yours. And as for me and mine, we are out of here. See you next time.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Night.
See